Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for EG versus FNATIC game number 1. Here with Team Liquid's Insania. I hate saying your name. I'm just going to call you Aiden. Pexu and Zibe of OG Seed, who, by the way, your logo is so cute. You know the little seed at the bottom?
It is nice, yeah.
I like that.
It's very cool.
They're blooming into a beautiful flower right now.
Yes.
It's really adorable. As Crit's actually just going to walk up, but should be just fine.
Ooh, he plays.
Is he dead?
I think he's dead.
I think
he's
Orb of Venom.
Orb of Venom.
Orb of Venom.
Oh,
Next.
no!
Okay.
That's so
Okay.
sad.
Pexu, thoughts on Orb of Venom as an offlaner?
As an offlaner.
Would you delete the item if you could?
I mean, they did nerf it a bit, the cost on it, so it's not that bad. I'm more annoyed about this win list that people are fucking buying it and then they're creep skipping and you know you're slower than them and you feel bad. That's what I'm more annoyed about. But
oh, and we see the odds right here as, in fact, EG is favored to win, despite us talking about how we thought that FNATIC might be slightly favored.
Draft-wise, I think EG's ahead
You think so?
in this game, yeah.
You like this one?
I would like Lycan.
Actually?
Yeah, it was a good Lycan game.
that's a pretty good lagging game, yeah.
I don't know if I would have suggested that, Aiden.
Not sure either. Shaker Puck seems pretty rough to me. It's quite good against Ricky though.
It is.
Yeah.
It's good against all the others except
Yeah, Rasta.
Shaker. I
Now
would
it's a
say.
Sven.
I mean, Puck is a bit okay against the guys as well.
Yeah.
It's not a bad Sven game.
Ricky is really bad against like even the new trick or traits. Like you have minions around you. This thing doesn't do anything, kinda.
True. True. Do you guys think these two are probably like the two best teams at this event? I know you guys are like doing super well and stuff, but
Yeah.
like before going in.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
before you came
Yeah.
here, they asked that exact same question.
they did.
And we,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine, yeah.
They thought we were going to get last.
I mean, they know how ass we are right now.
Let's go.
They play pubs. They don't see any of us. They're like, yeah.
Well, I don't know if we play pubs either too much, recently, to be honest.
What is your guys' experience in North American Dota so far? Please be diplomatic.
I think
Remember, you're in our country.
it was okay. It was okay. I mean, I had some rough games first, and then it was a bit better.
I see. What have you? What conclusions have you come to?
People like to farm a lot here. I think a bit more. Like sometimes I'm like three cores in the jungle, and I'm like, let's go do something. Nah, let's just farm some neutrals.
There's this thing in Dota for North America. It actually is only on East and West servers, but there's a hidden objective in Dota.
What's happening, man?
Shaker's just camping it.
He found the ward.
But this hidden objective, Pexu, is if everybody in the game gets 200 neutral creeps, you all gain MMR.
It's really cool how they do that, like
Yeah.
in specific regions. Just
It's
to test
insane.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Europe, you lose MMR for doing that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in America, you gain
But you
quite a
need it
bit.
on all 5 or just the course?
No, just the course.
Oh, I see.
If your 4 gets it, it's like a negative.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I have noticed Yapster drops a lot of MMR when it comes to NA.
True.
Who's favored to win this mid lane?
Well, I said that Storm is pretty fine against most matchups nowadays, but it seems like this block is taking a small ahead. But there's also Shaker sitting around there, so maybe it makes a little bit of a
Yeah,
gives
they
him a
don't,
bit
they
of
don't
an
have vision on the
advantage.
Shaker, so the Storm is going to be pretty paranoid.
Yeah.
Contract complete.
Also, fun fact about Zib and Boxy and how they're similar.
Okay.
He used to also be a mid laner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Were
Same
you
with
good?
Boxy. He was really good.
Boxy was very...
Like 5 years ago.
He was really good.
in the game that must not be named.
What's the game that? Oh,
No, come on,
Yeah, I
man.
remember, I
You
remember.
have
Relax.
3 haunt trash on the.
I've never played that game. I didn't touch it.
Doctor Pulse. I mean, Storm was
Good
like
choice.
a first pick hero.
Doctor Repulsor. Did you say good choice?
Yeah.
I saw the the Han Land finals like in that basketball
Oh no,
court.
no. Let's
That's
talk
one of my
about something
favorite
else.
things ever.
What's going on middle lane? Shaker's coming in to gank the Storm.
Did you guys play in that?
No, actually not. I'm happy I didn't.
Nobody got kicked 2 weeks before that event. And Shaker's gonna go mid on
Oh,
Storm
you
Spirit again.
Denied the ward though. That's Shaker is a sad,
Wait, what
sad man
happened?
now.
Somebody got kicked 2 weeks before an event?
I didn't get kicked 2 weeks before that event. Anyways, back to the game, William. Let's talk about what's actually
Oh,
going on
that's a
the
nice
screen.
block.
Okay, it's a nice block.
Storm Spirit's in trouble, or
That's a
is
good
he?
TP.
Are you happy doing that TP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it
I
be?
mean, you're happier at this than dying, but
I see. But don't
but
you
now
have to
if
like
now
play
if you,
safe?
now if you die, then you
Yeah.
will be extra sad.
The lane's coming in though, so he's fine.
I see. So if the wave wasn't pushing, you're real sad.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks that he can't get any runes
Oh,
though.
and now he's gonna die.
Oh, now he's dead. Now he's
And
sad.
now he's
Dude, just call me the Oracle. I knew this was gonna happen. You should just tank that
It was
death.
a good TP though.
I would have tanked that death and then TP'd back to the lane.
I'd ping the map right now and ask why my team's not winning the other lanes.
Just because you wouldn't realize that you should have TP'd there does not mean that it was a bad TP.
True. Ooh. That's pretty nice, like, usage of the Tricks of the Trade. He like, placed it so he could only hit him.
It's really cool. Like, this thing is like an extra... You can like disjoint spells and stuff like that as well and get a little bit more like advantage on like some spells.
Oh my god, DJ, don't do this.
Please block him, please block him.
Don't do this
please,
to my man.
Please, DJ, please.
Oh my lord.
Please.
Oh,
I love it when core players suffer. No!
Oh man, yeah.
I think he would have done it.
I think he would have done it if he saw him, yeah.
I just still remember the last TI.
You're thinking of Jerax, right?
Jerax, yeah, right there. Some flashback right there.
Yeah,
RTZ.
Oh no.
Get me out.
This physically hurts me.
Ooh. Wow! That was a sick face shift.
That was a sick face shift.
Yeah, DJ's really, he's really on point this game. I feel like maybe they should have moved the Nyx here a little bit earlier to counteract the Shaker movement, but at the same time, Venomancer is not a hero you want to leave alone in a lane.
Yeah.
Like Ricky is so good at getting on top on the Veno, so
I just like
Nyx was gonna force help him out.
I think Rasta's also very happy playing 2 versus 1.
Yeah,
It's like one of the best.
Like you would get so bullied as the Veno, so I get why Crit had to stay top in this game, but DJ really took advantage of that.
Oh, and that's gonna be a kill on the Ice.
This at the same time is like this is I think is pretty good for lanes for FNATIC because it's still like even though they killed him now, the Fury, but he's still getting a lot on this lane I think.
Is he dead?
Alone.
Yeah.
But this
That
might
nine?
be
He's gone. That's a solo
massive.
kill too
Yeah.
by Ramses.
even without the Gale, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I actually feel kind of the opposite. I think this lane phase is very good for EG right now.
Again, yeah.
I think their Veno's like super happy. I mean, Storm.
I didn't expect. Yeah, I didn't
suffering,
expect this Venom to do this well. Actually, I guess that
Yeah.
was helping him start, and now he's fine.
The thing is, he's already at a point where he can just, if this gets rough, he has 3 points in wards, he
Yeah.
can just go into the jungle and be super fine.
But even this, yeah, like these 3 points in wards, like I don't think they can do much to that lane anymore. Like this guy just puts these wards there, and what are they gonna do?
Yeah, you can even see the Ricky whenever he tries to
Yeah.
engage. He just
Yeah.
gets right click down.
Yeah. So the key thing when you're doing the never mind, initiation mid.
Just trial him mid.
This Storm is a little bit of sad man, I think though.
Oh boy, Abed's getting roughed up mid. And not really sure what this is, but he does have coil, and I think this is just another kill, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah,
They're gonna get 3. They're gonna get 3.
No, I believe in Tal. He's out.
No, he's dead.
He's gonna turn
He's
around
dead.
and kill
He's dead.
DJ.
He's dead.
Oh,
He didn't have mana, otherwise he would have.
Oh man, that's 3 for nothing, right?
yeah. Some good stuff from them. He's got level 6 and just throw that there, bring heroes.
He gets a region with Nonpuck too. William, like, how close are you to abandoning this game right now if you're Storm?
Honestly, if I was in this game, I'd turn to Chloe at this point. I have no idea what my team's doing. Every time this Earthshaker comes mid, I die. Every time my team comes mid, we feed a triple kill.
How do you feel like your Sven, like you're playing a pub right now, the Sven in your team's like watching you mid. What is he saying?
I mean, if it's Artur, he's like pinging me like crazy.
What do you guys think of these people on course buying more bucklers and headdresses and stuff like that? Do you like it? Or do you think it's more of like still a support thing? I think the buckler often helps a lot in the lane, at least on course, if you can get it early. But I'm seeing it a lot more, so I'm just like curious how you guys feel about it as well.
How do we feel about it, Blitz?
I mean, Mickey buys it every game, right?
Mm-hmm.
He buys
buys
a
the
headdress
headdress.
mostly.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
He buys a headdress.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
One of the things I learned this event that I thought was really, really cool is something Jabs did. He starts almost every
Boots.
game with boots.
Yeah, I saw it as well. It's pretty interesting.
And it's like you can't really wave pull against it.
yeah. I
it's
saw you
easily-
buy it on Coddle. I saw it.
Cuddle, the thing is, Cuddle's such a slow hero. I don't know.
Coddle's a slow hero?
Yeah, I feel like you need the boots. You can't really lane otherwise.
He's a horse, man. He's not a slow hero.
I don't think it works like that.
No?
Actually, I think the other run, if you go the other run, you
It
know the
doesn't
custom
really,
go.
but
all
it
the, all
doesn't
the,
really matter if you're slow, if
all-
you're on a horse.
all the fast heroes are... fastest heroes have some type of a horse.
Wait, did you just tell me it doesn't matter if you're slow if you're on a horse?
Yeah.
But that makes
That makes perfect sense, William.
makes
'Cause
literally
the
no sense.
horse speed is what matters.
The
not
horse
not your speed.
there's no such thing as horse speed.
horse.
Of course there is.
There is horse speed, actually.
Oh, that is a good comeback kill.
Horse
You're
speed.
going a little too deep. He was in there on his own trying to steal creeps from the Storm Spirit, I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad for him, because he was owning it. Now this storm is getting to recover a little bit. Good for EG at least.
I mean, this is kind of what they expected, right? When they picked the Storm so early, they're just, hey, come and kill this Storm. And meanwhile, you have a little Artor and a little Ramses on the side lanes, winning their lanes.
Yeah, probably.
It sounds like a good strategy to me.
Yeah, it's like too many problems, so you can't deal with all of them at once.
Yeah.
And then someone falls through the cracks, and suddenly Artur's on top of the net worth, and your only hope of winning this game is putting him on the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fly's gonna die. But I think they're okay with this. Like, the Veno lives. He's farming just fine. He's pretty decent in the net worth chart. He's like just behind Puck. He's in fact even in front of his mid hero.
I wonder what his first big item's gonna be.
That's might be a nice kill if they can get it. They can.
Oh, nice block. And he's gonna
Beautiful.
get the last hit.
Into tower push.
What item would you get, Zabe, if you were the
I
Veno?
like
would
surviving, so I would probably get a 4-staff.
I'd
You know,
fucking
Ricky
hate
and Furion and like if you get Fisher blocked as a Veno, you hate your life. So
Did you watch whenever KP plays it and he goes like travels first?
oh yeah,
item?
yeah. Got some inspiration from him from my own Veno actually. He would build the same build almost every game. It was the travels, the pipe, the 4-staff, and I liked it. Although I felt like I could skip the travels.
I see. Oh, top. He is dusted, and he already used his tricks of the trade. No one's near him for a blink target. Crit is gonna get the stun.
He should be dead here.
Oh, the second dust, and it's actually out. The dust is gone.
They have one more.
Oh, they have one more.
That's why you buy
I can
dust on all
barely
your
see,
players,
dude.
guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh, that's a
good reminder.
3-man
Aiden.
coil though. They're gonna all die.
I believe Crit's gonna live. He's just gonna sneak on by.
He tipped it up here, didn't he? Oh, Beneda. He's cool.
Yeah, see.
Dust, dust, dust.
Hey, they actually missed that dust because dust does not work on hidden heroes.
Oh,
Mechanics with Zibbe. Sven though, he's real happy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, crit. Crit.
What a man.
Hogchamp.
Pure damage coming into play.
and now Puck is. No, he's not gonna get gripped. He's fine.
Yeah, but like I said, I think the Sven is like so happy. He has like whatever he wants now.
He's pretty
Mom,
happy.
treads.
Wonder what he's gonna go for though this game.
Maybe like this Crystallis item. I heard is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
See some people buy it.
He's gonna wanna go BKB or status resistance. BKB is pretty good though.
He is against a Puck and a Shaker and a Shadow Shaman, so getting some Sanganiacha Satanic would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Axe Coil is gonna come at some point in this game, so.
Yep.
Although the Axe on Sven, I
It
haven't
breaks
done this
coil.
mechanic, I haven't tested it, but it should break coil without you getting stunned.
You should be invulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is at least something that we have been talking a lot about. Brett, you're giving tips, dude. You can't say these things.
Gotta help the viewers, man.
You gotta help the viewers.
You guys already secured out of the bracket, top team, and you know it's your duty to the world to help the viewers.
True.
Not us though.
Not us. I mean, there's no helping us. There's no helping us.
Dude, we're trying our best.
Only we can help us.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
He's going for 4 stuff on Nyx. It's
No
pretty
Meteor
good.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna see these guys continue to trade towers?
I think they're gonna wait for Arteezy to keep like getting ahead. If you're EG right now, you're kind of happy with whatever.
Oh, he's going straight up BKB.
There you go. They wanna fight early then, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their cores are doing so well right now.
Yeah, they are. Went for the vessel, not for the 4 stuff, and he's going for pipe next on Veno.
I feel like somebody should get the force though.
Yeah, I think it was Nyx was doing it. Yeah.
They have one in Fly, right?
Nyx
Like
is.
the cookie.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true
yeah,
as well.
That's true.
But it's not fully reliable as well.
Oh,
It's
the
not
cookie
instant
in
as well.
coil now,
Yeah.
right? It just pulls you. You can just fly up now.
Oh, you don't go
You don't
through?
actually go forward when you're coiled anymore.
This man.
Mechanics with Zibbe.
This man.
I remember when you could use this cookie into a get out of the disruptor ulti and kinetic build.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
That was kind of funny.
You could get out of like everything with that
Yeah,
thing. It was
yeah.
so
It
stupid.
worked on Chrono too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hype.
Oh. Crit.
It's tanking the smoke.
Oh. They knew game sense.
I feel like Crit knew. He was tanking for his boys.
Yeah,
He's happy dying.
Yeah. He doesn't mind.
You think Tommy would die like that for us?
Yeah. Just we wouldn't be farming behind him.
That's a kill mid. EG supports are just tanking deaths.
I'm not really sure where EG can look for kills though. Like, are they gonna go for the mid tower into?
So this
I don't really know. They need this event to kind of front for them, but he's not really ready to fight yet. So
yeah, as soon as this Ricky gets diffused and he's very close to it, he's just gonna. I think they're just gonna keep running at them like non-stop. And then I think if Svenga gets BKB around the same time, then probably they can fight into it. But if not, I think FNATIC could just maybe be able to run at them way more right now.
So we saw the odds, our LOOT.BET odds still favor EG, I think. Do you still think that's accurate?
Well, the Sven is having a really good game, but at the same time, the rest of them is suffering a little bit in a way. I don't know. I would say EG has a still like this game is still pretty open. I would say it like that.
I think for their two specific teams, I think EG is quite happy.
Mm.
I think if we were on Radiant right now, we'd be miserable.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think because it's EG and because of like how skilled their players are and how well they use their spells, like even with like low net worths, I think the draft actually looks pretty fine. Or like the game.
What's up, Zach? You want to hop on? Why doesn't Zach want to hop on? Is he
I
a
know,
shy boy?
he's a little camera shy.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I ask you guys a question about your team, just so I know you guys better? Maybe the viewers know you guys better too. Who would you say, like, if you had to list one person on your team that's always late, who would it be?
The guy next to me right now.
Dude, this is
Xbox
insane.
me, I'm
It's
telling
actually like a Swedish offlaner
Yeah.
thing.
Let me tell you a funny story of Zibit back when we used to play the game that shall not be named. So you know how like you start drafting, and like everyone's like getting into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then once the draft is done, like sometimes you have pauses.
Yeah.
Zibit would go make noodles and cook food. He'd be like, yo guys, I need 15 minutes. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I need 15 minutes to cook food. We're like, wait, what? Are you kidding?
Dude,
He's
this
like,
didn't
no.
stop. This didn't stop. In one of my first Dota teams, I did the same thing, and I got so much shit from a guy on my team.
Name him.
Nah.
Name him.
drop.
Name
no,
drop.
No.
Oh, so
Not
we're gonna get a
drop some
pretty good
names.
engagement. Storm
Team
didn't get
fight.
coiled though.
This Van ult is so good.
Oh,
They
this
can't. They have
is-
the back.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty rough for them. Although
Nice fissure.
it's not bad at all,
They did.
actually.
They
I'm
did.
not scared.
That fissure was beautiful.
Yeah.
Entire Sven BKB wasted. He could not get in to hit anything but Rasta wards.
Didn't get BKB.
Looks like they didn't hit the Ricky with
meant,
the Van ult
Dawson.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Zibate, I heard Chessie says he sets his alarm to 7 a.m. You doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, alarm wake me up 3 times today. He didn't wake up for the first time.
There's just an alarm. Like you gotta wake up for games in the morning. I don't know.
True.
So wait, how late, like when we're talking late, Zibit, how late do you actually show up? Like is it a consistent
Well,
late
for
or is it late
scrims.
sometimes?
So it's just like we say that let's meet like 15-20 minutes before scrims,
Yeah.
and he often comes 10 minutes before or like 5
Wait,
minutes.
wait,
It's
wait,
not
wait.
even like late
What?
for the
That's
scrim.
completely reasonable.
Yeah, there's
No.
nothing wrong
That's a
with
normal
that.
thing.
If
So
you-
in our team, it works like this. We'll say, hey guys, I already did the I brought you chicken story, but it starts with I brought you chicken, blah 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 speech, and then he's like, tomorrow, I expect you guys all to be here by 2 p.m. Just wake up at 2 p.m. for me, please. And
No.
then Boxy will drop into the room at like 2:15.
And he's super proud of himself
He's
every
like, yes,
Like,
I'm
I-
here.
All right, they're going for the mid tower.
Oh.
Sorry,
They're smoked behind.
let's talk about the game.
We can't dodge the game forever, dude.
time. We're trying, man.
We're trying real hard.
Team Liquid's trying real hard, let me say.
We've been trying all tournament long.
Why did they get this for free?
Think they should fight? Rasta wards down.
I'm just, is that really a reason not to fight?
I mean, they just got Blink on Earthshaker. I think they were waiting.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jab's going in.
Jabs is really going in.
They got the dagger. They're gonna look to fight this.
I mean, there's a BKB though on Sven. They're in there.
They want crit. He's gone too. So 1 for
Oh,
1. Sven's
oh,
low.
Artur actually broke it.
He didn't BKB.
He didn't BKB. Is he gonna die?
Good Van
He's
ulti.
One hit.
Surely.
One hit.
Surely.
No, 2
Oh,
hits.
he's gonna turn this. Oh,
Beautiful.
wow! All right,
That's
that
what
was
I call
a
a
sick
man.
bait.
That was
Yeah,
the
that was a
That was pretty close though.
Is he
Yeah,
dead?
yeah, he's gonna
Ricky's
die.
gonna die as well, I think. Yeah. He did.
He did.
You kind of saw the power of Ricky there still when he was slapping on that Sven. Like, it doesn't matter if he BK beast necessarily because it's just a lot of physical damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
It's
had
gonna come no matter what.
whatever that third spell is called.
Oh, he's
on.
getting echoed here. Oh.
That's a nice play.
Little lapse in attention.
Felt good.
Just need to
That
tip.
happened in our game too.
In that in that situation, you just need to tip though. Need to remember the tips.
Oh yeah, that's the OG legacy, right?
Yeah, I mean,
There's a tip voice line.
there might
I mean,
be
what do you
there,
think to tell us?
there may be a few players that are saying, you know, the tip game.
How do you guys feel about getting tipped? Do you guys mute or are you good with it?
I don't care about this at all. It's fine. It's fine. You know, it's like we play against this EG Ramses. You know, I tipped him like 3-4 times. It's like I respect the player, but you know, there's certain players that it affects more, so you gotta do it against them.
I see.
I think Ramses is one of them.
I'm pretty sure he's one of them.
How do you know?
Notil told us.
I think Notel may have told us, yeah, as well.
I see. It's good to know.
That's a real coaching
This is the
advice.
real,
He's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
He makes a list of who gets tilted from the tips, sends it over in a document. Zibate's memorizing it.
Yeah, of course. Like, I have it open on the second screen where it's screen.
Who on our team do you tip if you can tip?
Our
On your team?
They
Yeah.
team tipped me.
You
You did.
From your
Only
team, I
screen
think Boxy.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like
Actually,
if I tip, I don't waste my tips because you're always gonna be like, "Oh, fuck you, Sip it."
Me? I actually don't care at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You're like gonna just joke around with it
Yeah.
and then go crazy anyway.
It's pretty
It's a good
decent
coil.
disengage. It's coil, but I think they have to back up.
Yeah. Fnatic are not gonna look to turn here, are they?
Man, it's hard for Ricky to fight.
Yeah, they're lacking that tank.
Oh, Jabs is dead again. I wonder who caught that. Well done, Zibe.
The lack of tank is showing.
Lack of tank.
Yeah, they don't really have this guy that just goes in. Like, who's gonna give this Shaker a good echo?
William said puck, right?
Yeah, you know,
This
just
is the kind of
coil,
coaching we have to deal with. So
just chill.
just get the
Yeah,
echo,
they
guys.
get this great coil and everything. It's like, all right, good start. And then who's gonna deal damage in the coil? Is Ricky just gonna jump in and get killed?
Hey, just YOLO's in.
Let's go
He's
Battle Fury.
he's almost got Battle Fury.
Yeah.
He'll cleave a lot of people.
Yeah.
You sound skeptical.
I'm still down. Like I have been still more like down for this diffusal Deso. When I first started seeing like Topson building this shit, doing so much damage.
Oh man. Do they have him? Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
That's gonna be Arteezy dead again.
Nice.
And this might be a terrible team fight now for EG.
It's not really a fight anymore, is it?
Is this Roche?
And they're Roshi, I was thinking
Yeah.
as well.
They should want to because they don't want EG getting their hands on this Aegis.
You don't want to give Storm Aegis?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna let him up on the high ground. Like Fnatic, they keep catching EG off guard a little bit, but they're not really ready for these 5-on-5 engagements.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the key thing to the latest, right? When the Sven goes for his first item BKB, if you can keep picking him off
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah.
and you'll get more items across all of your heroes. Because while Sven is dead, EG aren't really going to look to force anything,
Yeah.
and you don't want to fight 5v5. So
For sure.
killing them before they're grouped up is like Fnatic's
Mm-hmm.
game plan right now, I would say.
There's a lens as well on Shaman. The long reach catch.
What
And
items does Storm have? Oh, he's. What time is it in the
Bloodstone's
game?
22.
21. Oh, that's real late.
it's pretty far, yeah.
Oh, Ricky, he got stunned.
Oh,
the echo!
Beautiful.
Ah, dude, DJ is just killing the dreams
Oh,
of
my
EG.
lord.
Coil follow up.
DJ,
That was so sick. Is he getting? I think they're killing 4 here.
get them, man.
Dude, I watched 2 games from Fnatic now, and DJ's just destroying
Oh
dreams.
yeah, that 4-man echo as well
Oh.
earlier.
Against Cloud9
Yeah.
yesterday. Oh my, oh, it hurts.
What is
Well,
Arteezy telling his
We,
team
we,
right now?
we also lost his shaker, you know. Maybe we can ban this hero against the man.
Yeah, well, what is Arteezy saying right now? He's talking quite frequently.
I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna hit some creeps. See what happens.
That's another thing Blitz does quite frequently when he's coaching us. He'll tell us, like, yesterday I talked to Arteezy and he told me.
These are fucking morons. Don't laugh at that. Y'all don't know me. We're not those kinds of friends yet.
Just viewers, so you know, both Pix and Zib are smiling.
Oh, the steal! Oh, I always root for Storm Steal. Get in there! Get in there! Get in there! Get in there!
They're being so
He's stuck
patient.
on our
Oh my
side.
god, who's
Official
got
block.
it?
Moon.
Moon's got it. Well done. But
That
Jab's
was, that
gonna
was a
attack
pretty
her.
nice official block as well, so he couldn't get in.
Man, I think Fnatic are really happy with us though. Artura's burning
Yeah.
BKB
Yeah.
charges and they're not really like progressing
Yeah.
the game.
How many? He's down to 8.
Down to 8.
Down to 8.
They're still just really happy delaying this game a bit. Like they're
Yeah.
getting these pickoffs all the time, and EG are not.
Also, the thing with
Within
the
the
Storm
same.
is like the Storm needs a big AB, but he's not only like he's gonna get Bloodstone soon, but he needs this big AB to play the game as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long time for him.
I think the Storm Bloodstone timing is so important because at some point you run out of damage because you have to worry so much about not dying through your BKB. So you get this item like 17, 18 minutes, you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
Because then you can pick up like, get some charges, but if you're getting it at like 24 or something or whenever he's actually going to get it, like...
Yeah. So what's gonna happen probably is that when he gets his big AB, this Buck may already have Ags at that point, and then
you're always one item behind.
yeah. If he will go for it.
I think he will. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a pro player or anything, but like, I'm pretty sure the problem with getting Bloodstone so late is the fact that Puck will have Ags by the time he gets BKB.
Our other boy, our mid player likes this Deso build a lot. You
On
know.
Puck?
Yeah.
Even against Storm?
I think recently has been going a bit away from it, but at one point he had this very stuck mindset that Deso every game.
I see.
Were you against it? Were you not a fan?
I mean, I think it was fine, but I think you still, you know, some games this Axe is just way too good, so you probably want to have it.
Oh, the zip in from the Storm. He's got Bloodstone now too. And they've got the stun. Misses the cookie though, and maybe he's okay. Gonna blink away.
Oh, nice
Nice
coil.
3-man coil.
Nice on Arteezy though.
They're pretty low though. I'm not sure if they can actually
I
fight
think
this on
this guy's
Fnatic.
dead. He's dead on Ricky.
Yeah. And
Now
the
they have
zip
free
in-
reign to chase.
Oh, Moon's staying.
Yeah, Moon is staying. He does have the Aegis, and he's just gonna see what he can do
Where's
with the
Echo?
backline.
Oh,
They're not giving it.
fly.
Oh, they've got no way to cancel this too. This is gonna be 2 dead. Not bad at all. Maybe even a 3rd.
Yeah,
And this is nice for your Storm. Just picking up Bloodstone charges.
that's for sure. Oh, he didn't have it yet.
I think EG are so good about this. By
That's
the
so
way.
sad. Did he lose his courier? Is
Yeah.
that why?
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I guess.
Well, how ready are you to ban in this game right now?
I'm so tilted.
Oh, he knows. He's going Axe on Sven.
But this is like an EG thing though. Do you guys run into this problem too when you play them? Like, you feel like you're doing really, really well, and everything's going your way, and then you just take this one beautiful team fight and just recover the game instantly.
We haven't played against him that much, so
I
I
see.
Yeah,
can't
played
say.
like 4
can't say.
games, yeah.
Yeah.
But in that game with the Rapier on Wraith King, you know, we had this time when Wraith King died,
Yeah.
and it had TP'd during his
Ghost time.
what do you say, his
yeah,
ghost
when
time,
his,
yeah,
when his,
and
Axe
TP'd the
ghost time.
base and dropped the Rapier in our fountain.
Yeah.
That was a little.
Monk.
If we dropped the Rapier, then the game was just over.
Mm.
Like it never felt like they were out.
Yeah.
Even if we
Yeah.
were like 15k up and
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
we felt in full control of the game, it still was like, we gotta end this, guys.
That's what against these super tier 1 teams is like, you kind of never have won the game. You know, like you need to you need to try so hard, like until the end. There's no room like to like chill even a little bit.
Unlike when you play Liquid, and you
Yeah.
just chill from minute 1
Precisely.
I mean, yeah.
and wait for them to
Oh.
give you the game.
I didn't even say it.
Oh,
yeah.
there's
Nice
a BKB?
BKB.
Is that a dead?
Oh, he doesn't deal damage then.
He has so much armor.
Yeah, and no Gauss strength, right?
Moon is on the high ground here. He's just kind of playing around still, seeing what they can get.
Drop, isn't he?
And without
Nice 50.
BKB,
He has ulti up on Venom now, and Pipe.
Nice throw.
They might not want to fight though, because the BKB's down on this one.
yeah.
Is this gonna become a battle of the 4 staffs? Like who is the most?
I think once Sven gets Ags, he doesn't really care that much right anymore about 4 staffs. I mean, it's always annoying. It's going to be annoying for the entirety of the game, but
What do you think,
it
Aiden?
makes his life easier.
What do you think of Philosopher's Stone right now as an item?
Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah, like it still?
I mean, I don't get them anymore. I feel like back when I picked Disruptor a lot, it was like
Yeah.
you guaranteed got
Oh,
it.
the found
Yeah.
Has Aegis though. Do they get out for free?
Just
Coil
snap it.
wasted?
Just snap it.
Yeah.
And run.
Looks real good for EG now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna look to chase. Just kidding, it's just us.
So
We'd definitely be chasing here, Will.
100%. Mickey would be ping. He's go, go, go. Then we get 5-man wiped, and then after the game, you know, I sit there disappointed. It's like, and then
Brought you
somebody
guys
asked
chicken.
what happened. So I don't know why the fuck you guys dived.
No pussy gaming right there.
Just hold W, guys.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Peek them, you're better.
Peek them, you're better.
Do you guys play CS:GO at all?
I don't. I think he does.
yeah, on and off.
That's our favorite saying. Peek them, you're better.
Like, whenever someone's in a clutch, like, 1v5 situation,
Yeah.
Mick is just like, yo, Aiden, you're Gold Nova 1, but this guy's like, there's like 5 globals live on the enemy team. He's like, peek him. You're better. You're better.
Instantly dies.
I always die. I'm never better. Ags finished on Sven. I think this is pretty big. He's been
It
using
is.
his BKB charges to get to this timing, I think. This
Yeah.
is like the key thing.
Mhm.
So now he kind of has like the mobility to be able to stay on top of targets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is before Puck finished his Ags as well. Do you even finish the Ags now?
He's gonna have it
going
soon.
over. He bought a Dagon in between.
Yeah, he did.
You're a big Dagon buyer, Zib, are you not?
No,
Not anymore?
no.
That was a haunt
This
thing?
is yeah, it's a haunting.
Oh shit, I said the
No, we
word.
can't say the game.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Free advertising, man.
Advertising for what?
Can you advertise? Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
When's the last time you guys touched that game?
Where we won in Thailand?
Yeah, so he was our carry player when we went for that event, you know?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was we quit Han, and then about a year after we decided to go back and play one tournament for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Get
brought
some
in all the
cash.
homies.
Get some
No,
cash.
that was never, like, that was really not the idea. It was just like bring in the homies and just play for fun, see what
How-
happens.
how did-
Which one gets to jump?
It was
Jabs
the
in trouble.
longest jump.
It's really long cast
It
range.
was a telescope factor, dude.
True.
Mechanics.
Oh.
Good Zib.
How did it feel to go to that tournament with no game at all? You know, you just like you don't care, you win it. But when you were like tryharding your life out, you weren't
It-
winning it.
It
I didn't go to any other
It
events.
sounds like OG MTI actually.
I only went to one event in Thailand.
You did
Yeah,
one event only.
yeah. I
The-
casted a couple, but never
No,
played
no
at
one's gonna
another one.
understand this inside joke.
I only went to one.
They're walking up the cliff. It's 4-on-4. And Ricky's going to get jumped
He has
on. He doesn't
DJ
have
close by.
BKB.
Oh,
He's so dead.
He did.
Has BKB used on our tour, though?
Yeah, it's 5 seconds now, yeah.
Doesn't really matter though, right? He has Axe
Yeah.
now. He doesn't really
It's not
care.
that bad
I feel like
anymore.
it's so hard for Ricky to kill anyone. I think there's 3-4 stabs on EG if Nyx has one.
Yeah, now the odds.
He does.
1.5 for
So there's
EG.
three or four stabs and a cookie. Like, how do you actually kill someone with as Ricky in this game?
Yeah.
You need a 5-man echo.
This game gets starting to get real bad for Fnatic, I think.
I mean, the net worth doesn't really tell like,
Yeah.
the entire story.
Yeah.
If you just follow like the flow of the game, it feels pretty
Mhm.
rough if you're a Fnatic. Dota's like so
Yeah.
much more than just numbers, I think.
For
sometimes.
sure, yeah.
I think some teams are better than others at like dealing with it, and they
Mhm.
just like read the game for what it is. But I think
Yeah.
most teams kind of like play into the flow of it too.
Just playing around your timings as well, like when you know when you're strong.
Yeah.
There is Ags now on
It's gonna
the puck, which, at least for the Storm, it's still pretty annoying to play against.
Was the Shaman going for Axe? That's gonna be hype. No, it's gonna be BKB. That's fine. That's pretty fine item as well.
I think, though, considering how many 4-staffs EG has, you could do what the Storm does there. If the puck tries to overcommit or get too far, you just break the coil and then
Yeah.
double 4-staff him out.
Yeah, a
and
little
no one can get
faith in
him.
your team and you're gonna be out of there for
Yeah.
sure.
Fate in the team.
Plus, you have a ton of HP. Like, you have the HP talent if you want it.
Yeah.
Bloodstone gives you just, like, a ton in general.
Yep.
What talents did he take? Yeah, he took the 400 health.
Problem with that though is that most likely what's gonna happen is Puck is gonna coil him during BKB.
Yeah.
So even if he breaks it, you can't get forced out.
True.
That's true.
That's why it doesn't get a BKB.
True. Get a
He is
Shiva's.
getting a BKB.
Shiva's Ags? Let's go.
And Shiva's
Oh,
is
Ags in this game would have been so sick with the Storm. I mean, with the Sven. You just pull everyone together and then
Axe,
Sven
Ven,
finished
and
them off.
Ravage from Nyx.
It's true actually. They have really nice follow up for it. Both the cookie and the next stun will almost always clip
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes the next.
Maybe.
I think you're
It's
too
not
far
really,
behind for, like, other items.
a star item, right?
You think Abed's like the star of this game?
No, but it's like
His playstyle you mean
yeah,
more?
his
Okay,
playstyle
okay,
is
okay,
more
okay.
like me.
Like you?
No, like me focus.
Ah, I see,
Ah.
I see. I thought you
Just
meant
Timmy was just
no.
Yeah, I mean, okay, what has to go right for Fnatic to win a team fight here? How do they find the correct fight?
DJ just does a 5-man echo.
Just
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised he hit the first one, if I'm honest.
Yeah. He's just
That
gonna
man
build it.
crushes dreams though.
He's just
Like,
gonna
I wouldn't be
build it.
surprised if he gets
Ice
another one.
has built like a tank, so he goes in, he tanks, and then 5-man echo.
He knows.
I haven't really seen this NP all game long. Like, no flame, I just... Has he been owning?
I mean, he's building these auras and
It's kind of what happens when you build all these auras and you
Yeah.
don't snowball the game completely.
Mhm.
You just turn to this hero that doesn't really
Mm.
kill anyone or like make plays.
just
You
pushing
can't really
waves.
split push that way, that well
Yeah.
either, right?
No.
Don't have the items for it.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I get the idea with you want to tank everyone on your team up because that's kind of what they're lacking.
Oh, they're smoking right now for this
is a nice
one.
smoke. This is a nice
Do you
smoke.
think they're gonna catch him on that camp, the medium camp up on the Dire Hill? I feel like EG always catches cores there. You know which one I mean?
Yeah, the one to the right.
Yeah, the one to the right here.
Here.
I think they
Oh.
always get a kill here.
They're on Storm.
This is pretty big.
Oh, can they focus him down?
Didn't break the coil. Pops his BKB, turns it around, smacking that puck.
Good damage.
Jabs
There's no
his
damage.
collateral.
Oh,
Oh no, he didn't get the jump away. Oh, that's
oh,
pretty big.
dude, Artur countered the cliff. I actually don't think they can lose.
That
He has
is
spider
actually,
legs.
it's actually a counter the cliff.
Dude, this item has to get removed from the game.
Spider legs?
What's your beef?
for this reason alone.
For this reason alone.
Yeah, you can't buff
You can't
one
beat
player
DG.
like this, dude.
Can't be DG.
Like, oh, okay, spider legs, game over.
Interesting, they're backing off from the rush.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think that is?
I guess they didn't really use anything. On
They don't
Fnatic.
have
There's still the
also-
echo slam. They don't have the gauss strength.
Yeah.
The BKB.
The
Yeah.
Russian is not that fast without the gauss strength as well, and they don't want to use. I mean, they already used it as well.
They're having some real damage issues right now, though. Like, they get the coil off, but nobody can really commit.
Yeah.
And then they're just going to sit around.
If they can wait for the BKBs, and then that's kind of it. Like, at least they have the 5-second BKB. I mean, this Ricky will still hurt if he gets to hit people, but the thing is that, like, this Ricky can never fight against this Sven. Like, if Sven gets to hit him, you always have to run as Ricky.
He's
I actually think if
clearly-
this game is like slow for the next 10 to 15 minutes, Ricky gets like a butterfly and maybe
Yeah.
+1 item, I think he will destroy this
Or
one.
I can see
At
it
that
then,
point,
yeah.
But I don't think EG wants to let them get
Nice
there.
jump.
Yeah.
Peace
Oh,
jabs.
the Superman is here.
See, he's going Ags.
It's pretty rough to play map against Storm at this
Storm?
point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Abed recognizing what we recognized.
I kind of feel like if your game is better, maybe you would consider going for, like, Shivas or something.
Yeah.
But if your game looks like this, then I feel like you sort of have to be like, well,
Yeah.
what item helps my team the most?
Yeah.
And that is probably Ags.
Yeah, it's like, I think this like all about the Sven, kind of like this. I mean, I don't think he has a kind of bad game on Storm, so it's not like the
He's almost
game-winning
finished
hero.
the Bloodthorn, dude.
Just enable this Sven to have a good game, and
Yeah.
he'll win the game.
I think that even further the storyline of Ricky bringing it back with this 30-minute Battle Fury,
Yeah.
like, is now like even more lining up for it. Like, if the game is slow and they don't
Yeah.
manage to snowball this out of control, I think there's hope for this Ricky to be the one.
He's really strong right now.
I think he needs those next 2 items. See
Yeah.
exactly, Nullifier Butterfly. If he gets these 2 items, I think at that point in the game, Sven's like a 5-second BKB. They don't really have good ways of killing him. Everyone will be like 25 at that point as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he can kill anyone with that
planning-
build for sure.
he can hit while he's in
10,
this.
10k ahead.
No one will have
Good
sentries
plan.
or detection.
What is the other talent on Ricky?
What was it actually?
Sibit?
Tricks of Dread
Sorry, my
cooldown.
mechanics are
I'm
offline.
ready there. Tricks of
Ah,
Dread
it's
cooldown.
Tricks of the Trade cooldown, -7 seconds of it. Was a
Dude, that
test.
spell was also changed in this last patch. I haven't done this.
I see
Told
it.
you.
Shiva hates
Dude, this is a
Shiva
really
hates patches.
specific talent then that you have. That seems a little bit useless.
He will know all the patch stuff for patch 6. Oh, never mind, team by starting.
This is just
Size,
a dead
size,
eye, size. They're
He's
on
really
fight.
So tanky, oh my god.
He's got pipe
They're
and
going
Vex.
He's
though.
not dying.
He's not dying.
Are they gonna get?
Oh, that's a...
Oh,
Twice
canceling
dead.
DJ's blink.
Oh,
Huge
he
plays by
walked out of
Abed.
the
Holy shit.
coil.
And the build
He's fine though,
working
no?
out for
He's,
Oh,
no,
he's
he's
gonna
not.
die here.
He's
Jabs!
not. He's not. He's dead.
nice.
Beautiful.
That was...
See, the tank.
The tank.
Dude, you were saying his build. It doesn't feel good.
But he became the tank that they didn't have.
Dude, they waste so much shit
I mean, tank
on
is
his Furion,
important.
and he just tanks it up.
Tank
What's
is
up, Omar?
important.
You can get on the mic.
Omar, help
Get on the mic.
Okay.
We got Madara from OGC joining us. The other one. That one's on.
I think both mics
Oh,
are fine.
no, just kidding.
Both mics are fine.
Just kidding, you can use that one.
Alright, alright, alright.
There's a Superman Sven.
Right,
on
I'm
there.
joining for a bit until the food is ready.
Ooh, huge echo slam from DJ!
I mean, at this point, you
And
know,
He got the kill.
at this point, you just expect it to happen.
I think he only echoed the storm, but
It's still huge.
Does
no?
It
Fnatic
looks
have this
huge.
game?
Still huge.
I was watching a little bit. It looked like it's his game, honestly, but I don't know. I guess DJ is showing up.
Omar, what do you think of Sven's lack of farming items? He only has a mom, no Radiance, no Battle
dude,
Fury,
honestly,
no
what is his
Maelstrom.
Battle Fury, dude? What the fuck is he doing, right?
There is a Furion in the game, actually.
Yes.
6th item. It has to be a Battle Fury, you know?
A Battle Fury into Radiance.
Is it some old Alliance meme?
So yeah, Madara stood in for us for like 2 months? Maybe longer,
Something
I'm
like
not sure.
that.
Something like 2 months. and he played a troll game where he went Battle Fury
Yo, they're in.
into Radiance into Maelstrom. I'll make the story short.
That's creep.
Oh,
Oh,
too
the
bad we
lost
ice
lost.
that
coil
game.
onto
Oh, the. Alright, Chris is dead.
good Venom ulti, but is it enough?
Storm has buy. They seem to believe in this.
Sven's
Oh,
in
Superman.
on the tank
Ooh,
though.
Superman is
Oh,
in.
He's
the
still
tank.
alive.
The tank.
Doesn't die.
Okay, now he's dead.
Right.
Dude, spider legs are insane.
Man, it feels good to have spider legs. Holy fuck.
Oh, if they get the Aegis as well? Nah.
He has range on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got
He's in.
No,
No
split.
echo.
And he's dead.
Storm is spawning in 5 seconds. This guy coming
Oh,
out
no.
dust.
Does he have axe?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's
He's
so
dead.
dead.
This is the Ricky damage coming into play. I don't know. This guy's killing everything.
He's got cheese still too.
No buybacks either on EG. This might be 2 lanes of axe, if not more. You go throne here, Omar?
Yes. And then you lose the game because they buy back.
The game against you guys, I was like, throne. He's like 100 HP. Throne.
My team has told me the story of Omar, like the legend. He's like 100 HP. Fuck it, I'm going in.
Monk ass.
Okay, so you know how like normal Dota players, they have the ability to move their hero towards their own fountain?
Yeah.
For some weird reason, Omar's mouse doesn't move in that direction. It can only move in.
I think it's a Greek blood right there.
No, the true secret that Omar has is like superpower anime like unlocked at like once he reached 9k MMR. Was once he
Dude.
sees the enemy carry. You know how troll ult works?
Yeah.
That's how Omar is in every team fight. He's always troll ulted onto the enemy carry.
Every day we play officials or something, and we're in a bootcamp. I see Omar watching the same Kurogo no basket clip. I'm like, dude, just get a new clip
I
already.
need my ritual, dude. What the fuck?
Pex is just jealous he doesn't have a clip. Yeah.
Like honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not the anime boy, sorry.
Oh, God bless here. That deserves a fist pump. Zube, you're quiet there. You're smiling. You an anime
That's
boy?
my captain, by the way.
He's anime boy. He's anime boy.
It's disappointing.
Me and Jesse are the ones who are not.
I believe in unity, Will.
You
You can like anime and you can dislike anime, but we're all human after all.
That's true.
We should live in peace and harmony.
That's
We
true.
don't need to create division between ourselves.
There's a lot of things happening, but everyone has 4 stabs, so nothing is actually happening.
Late game Dota, baby.
Telescope working out for Sven. More cast range on his stun.
You think this Ricky's going nullifier still?
Yeah, he should, right?
Or do you go rapier here?
It's just
Of
so
course you go
if
there.
you
What
can-
the fuck?
Axe.
if you can just
Oh, on the
This
cliff.
is pretty odd.
He's fine though.
He's getting an axe on the Ricky.
I like that actually. Does that still work the same way?
Yeah, I
Tricks
think
that are
it's
created like 30
Chris
seconds long.
Here, he's got DD.
Dude.
on this
basically just
Ricky.
making the spell better. Yeah.
Alright, it just faded.
I think he's going for the right build though. He's going axe first and then rapier on Ricky. And you can
Hmm.
just jump on someone.
That's what you
That's
did
the
on
build.
Raking, right? Axe first, then rapier?
No.
that is what you did though.
He wants to do it, you know.
Alright.
There's so many.
Oh, he
times.
missed the
They
jump.
wanna go on this Ricky.
Oh, Storm's out of mana? Yep, Storm's out of mana.
Good Van ulti.
Sven is not getting shit.
Now they need a kite.
They break the coil. Sven.
Oh
Sven's-
no!
Oh, that cookie though.
Oh, he's mega dead.
Oh, that cookie.
No buyback.
Coordination a bit off from EG.
Yeah.
No buyback.
Everyone makes
Van
mistakes,
set
you know.
too.
They missed the jump on the
Dude.
storm.
I can feel RTs in this game though, dude. Like in this kind of a late game with only 5-second BKB, it's so hard to play the game. So many stunts and shit going around.
I think he had a really hard job too, considering how badly his storm got stunted mid.
Yeah.
He has like a 22-minute bloodstone or something.
He's going to getting the egg soon on Ricky. Oh, he's going Basher now.
This is Megas.
I mean, I do like Basher. I like it more than Nullifier actually.
Did he finish the axe first? Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how tanky this Nature's Prophet though is.
Yeah.
They've tried going on him twice, and he
The
just
ta-
kind of
the
lives.
tank.
Look at his armor, dude.
Yeah, it's
48.
the hidden tank. The HP's low, but the reduction is high. So you think you can kill him, but you can't.
He's gonna replace his boots for the AC, you know, to become full tank. Don't no movement speed, just gonna run at him. I'm a tank, boys. Come
Well,
How
on.
do you think he
actually-
like holds all of those things? Like the Vladimir's offering on his head,
Yeah, I don't know. That's a
Halberd
good
in
question. That's a
one
good
hand,
question. That's a deep question
pipe
right
in his
there.
mouth.
I don't
What
think
is
he
mech?
has his face.
Oh,
I
they
think
just
Mech is in
called
his
it.
pants.
GG
Alright.
over Ramses.
GG.
Dang. So
Damn.
now we're one game away
For the
from the
3-man
triple.
tiebreaker.
Alright.
Hi.
I know you guys are big fans of Aiden and stuff like that, but are you hoping for the triple tiebreaker? You want some stress?
I'm hoping.
course.
I'm hoping for the triple tiebreaker, but I'm hoping them to go through. You know,
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
so we can play against them again.
You hear that, Aiden?
They're gonna smack us again, dude. They
They're
just
gonna
want
knock
they
us
want to keep
out.
us alive so they can kick us out themselves.
Oh, that was. I thought that EG was gonna win that game, despite all
It
that.
really looked like it.
It did look like it,
But
I feel like
there were-
someone
there were
believes
these-
in the Ricky.
There's like
Someone here
20 minutes
believes
in
in
the
Ricky.
game, there were these moments when
We'll actually let you guys know what our analysis is after we go to a quick break for a few minutes. Be right back.
EG versus FNATIC Game 1. It was a hell of a game, and fortunately I've got a great panel to talk about that game. Gentlemen, please, talk to me as if I did not watch that game. Of course I did. But, you know, for the audience members out there who maybe didn't catch Game 1, what happened?
Right, who's gonna take the lead?
Go ahead,
Aiden?
Omar. Feel free. You're the carry
It
player
looked like
here.
an upside down game. Like I had some really good fights. I think DJ probably overplayed again. He
Okay.
had some sick echo slams and the tension fights. It really did look like it was EG's game, but I don't know. FNATIC played a little too well.
I think this game was pretty swingy. Like, there were a lot of times where it felt like the game's gonna go either direction.
Yeah.
And I think, like, especially in games like this, it comes down to this like one fight in the end. And I think the Storm Spirit didn't really manage to catch someone on his mana.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then they got like this miscommunication where they kept going in instead of trying to reset there. And then FNATIC capitalized on that mistake, and that was that.
I just remember, like, at one point in time I was talking to Z-Freak, and he's like, what the hell? There's no way FNATIC should be winning this game. He just got up, thought EG was winning, went to the bathroom, came back, and all of a sudden FNATIC was winning again. So
I had faith in the Ricky. I mean,
yeah,
there's one point in the game where I think it's really hard for Sun to fight him. Once he gets this like butterfly up and these items, I thought he would go nullifier. He didn't end up going for it, but Ricky's a strong hero right now. He does a lot of damage.
He's a captain. He's a 5 player as well. Talked into a real carry player. How do you feel about Ricky?
I can definitely agree. You could see it in our game against the boys. We played Sven against Ricky. Man, that hero can do some damage.
Yeah.
It's
How did that game end? For the viewers that don't remember or didn't catch that game.
you lost by a small margin. It was a close game. It was a
It
close
was
game.
not a close game. We got destroyed.
No, there was some good fights. It was a good game.
Omar was like, you know, all the 2 months that he spent on Alliance with us, he's like, I'm going to take out all my rage right now. All the times you told me that I should stop feeding or I should stop dying. He's like, I'm taking it out these 2 games.
Did he tell you that a lot when you were playing together?
Yeah, he was feeding way too much. I had to.
I was feeding? Who died every time I went to full?
Alright. It was me. It was me.
No, Omar was a great stand-in. He was a great carry player.
I actually, okay, so I have a question. Zibe? Shibe? Like, I don't know how to actually say the name.
Xiberto.
No, that's not it. I think Aiden says it best, right?
Sibbe?
Sibbe?
Sibbe. Sibbe. You gotta get the Swedish. Micke. Sibbe.
Okay. Gotta really get the Swedish pronunciation in there.
Yeah.
I don't really mind either way. It can be like American Sibbe.
Zibe. That's a very good American accent. Well, do you agree with Madar's assessment?
Of Aiden or this game?
Either one.
Yeah, Zibe, tell
Does
the
he
people.
feed
Aiden's
too
a
much?
great captain.
People.
I have great experience with Aiden as a captain. That's all I want to say about that.
Okay.
That's not true. He's being way too
I was about to say,
political.
so you guys...
We played together for like 2 years.
Yes,
And we wanted to tear each other's heads off for like the first year and a half.
So I wanted to get
Monkas.
into that. What was your Han history like?
My Han history. Oh, goodness.
Ours?
Was that when you guys played together?
Right. So we had a team that was really cool. It
Yeah.
was called Internet Gangsters.
Wow.
We were real cool.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
like it.
We got last at everything, pretty much.
That's not very cool.
But we made it to stuff.
Okay.
We were one of those teams.
You know, like
Still
a
am one of those
respectable
teams.
top 8 team. Never did anything.
Yeah.
And that was basically the history of all of our teams that we had together.
Yeah, and then I left him, and then he started playing against me. And for the first time ever, he praised me. And I still remember that comment, because it warms my heart when I go to sleep at night.
What was that comment?
He said, you actually have impact when I play against you.
What the fuck?
You actually have impact.
Yeah, he was shocked.
Damn.
Damn.
So can I drudge up a little bit that like what was the worst argument you guys had? Because now it's all water under the bridge, right?
I think we were pretty immature, so we didn't
Yeah.
really argue. We were more like passive aggressive. If I remember
yeah.
correctly,
No, we had some arguments.
we had some
then,
arguments. Yeah. Okay. I remember a lot of passive aggressive like.
You guys are bitchy teenagers. Is that what it is?
We were quite young. Yeah.
That's how I remember a lot.
But
of
it's all
my-
love now. It's all love now.
Yeah, and when we're not forced to play on the same team anymore, it's all love.
Forced?
Wow. Do you guys have some pubs together you would like to talk about, maybe?
No, pubs
No?
are great, dude.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like my vision of this relationship is way different than his.
It does. The love seems a little one-sided.
It does seem
yes.
that way, yeah.
He says it's all love, but I feel like it's just love going that way.
Yeah.
Andres is a
This
hard
is
man.
how love works, you know. It's a little bit of thorns on the rose, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I feel it. You got to get past that thorny exterior.
Me and Madara, though, that's all love.
Yes.
Except when I'm pulling.
All right. Well, I'll give you a little bit of time to talk about that love, but first we're gonna go to a break.
LOOT.BET. Made for live betting.
Our last game, no, not the last game of the night, because you guys have some tiebreakers you're going to have to play later on today. But before the tiebreakers, we have EG versus FNATIC Game 2. If going into the series, if EG wins Game 1 against FNATIC, then Liquid will play versus Thunder Predator in a one-game tiebreaker. You hyped for that? Best of one to determine who gets to play playoffs?
It feels like a best of 3, right? Because we just played them 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a delayed best of 3. Third game's coming up. So it feels like we have to wrap up the series and find out who's truly the better team.
But if EG doesn't actually win this second game against FNATIC, then you guys will also have to play EG in that tiebreaker, right?
Yeah. Seems like it.
It's going to be hype.
It is going to be hype.
Yeah.
Apparently you give your team speeches before series and stuff.
Me?
Yes, you.
We
were literally just talking about that.
I see. No, I mean, sometimes, you got to pep them up and get them motivated.
Do you have an idea about your next speech?
Next speech? So I'll probably go with one of the ones that Will has taught me. It goes something along the lines of...
Oh, the guilt tripping one?
Yeah, so he tells you, like, hey, guys, I bought you guys chicken. I took you to a really fancy steakhouse. You guys had amazing food. Chloe's been taking care of you. You play for Team Liquid, one of the best organizations in the world. All I ask of you guys is to put in 5% more effort into the next game.
Wow.
Would that work on you guys?
Yes.
Yeah. I would totally find like my inner my inner fire, my inner beast, and just go hard.
All right. I can tell you guys are pumped up. First, let's check out FNATIC and EG. And with that, we have a draft.
Oh, that was so smooth.
Smooth, right?
That was so smooth.
Yeah. Years of broadcasting went into that technique right there.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Oof. I mean, sure, it's cooperation with production, but I like to think it's mostly me, to be honest.
It's Cap God after all.
Blitz couldn't get it right.
Yeah.
I think Blitz totally missed the cue.
Well, there's a certain inflection in your voice.
There's a reason why one of you is the caster and the other one doesn't cut it anymore.
True. I mean, I thought it was because I'm dog shit at Dota, but
no, we brought Blitz in. So I was talking about earlier, but we brought him in so that he can prep us for the Kyle route.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay. You guys are kind of seeing where your careers,
right.
the trajectory it's going to
exactly.
go.
So now he's just teaching us all how to cast.
Wow. I mean, you've been pretty good on the couch.
Yeah.
I mean, not as good as these two, but...
I mean, it's hard to be as good as them. They destroy us in Dota, destroy me at casting.
Aiden is kidding. I don't know what you guys are on about.
I'm still trying. I'm here trying. That's, I'm on the grind, doing my best.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What a humble guy.
Zibet, you said that you had an easier time talking about Dota. I'm going to give you that chance here. What from Game 1's draft, what was something that kind of like stood out to you that you would like to see different in Game 2?
I thought EG won the last draft, so...
Fair enough.
There's always that.
Maybe they should have won the game then.
But you can see already, like, FNATIC are already first phase banning the Storm Spirit after EG first faced it last game.
Think it's anything to do with the puck ban, maybe?
Possibly. But the Storm didn't exactly have a very good game, so it's probably just a reaction to that, right? It's the first phase bans.
EG really likes the Snapfire hero. I think Fly's played it almost every single game.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I think he played AA one game, and then we banned Snapfire, so he played something else. But
yeah, they played Snapfire against us as well. He did play pretty well in the one against us. Like he definitely had a lot of impact in the game.
They must like it a ton, especially if when EG picks it, you know where it's going to go. It's going to be the 500%. Apparently Ramses doesn't play it. Crit says he's only played like 3 games of Snapfire in his life, so.
I heard Arteezy's practicing it on a Smurf.
Oh,
ooh,
damn. A Maelstrom Snapfire coming in hot.
You skill E?
Oh my god.
You get every tome so you can get the level 20 talent?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Clockwork Death Prophet. We were actually just talking about Death Prophet, because you guys played against one in your Thunder Predator match, right?
Yeah, we got absolutely smashed by DP. So this hero feels really good right now. I feel like it doesn't really have that many bad matchups, and it seems to kind of like breeze through the mid lane. And it's quite good against a lot of the heroes that people like to play right now, mid.
So what are the 2 things you would say that you need for a Death Prophet?
You definitely need a Spirit Vessel, I think, and I think if you can have a hero that can purge the Yules that most people are usually going, I think is pretty cool.
Okay.
Because like it destroys his safe net, like especially with the Spirit Vessel, I think you can kill him pretty easy.
So anything to like disrupt his saves and then also just cancel out the regen.
Sounds to me like Oracle would be pretty good if it wasn't banned.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You used to see heroes like Shadow Demon be pretty good, although that's a low-profile hero these days.
Yeah, that sounds like
Go
a
for the
really
Void,
good hero.
Void Snapfire combo.
See if they could just go for a lot of heavy burst. I mean, that's just that's an easy combo. Any one of my pubs could run that. Get a giant Chronosphere, just lob in some Snapfire blobs.
And that's another way, I guess. I'm just gonna Chrono Air and then burst here. I guess you don't really need any purge or
Can't Yule when you're
Spirit Vessel
stunned.
then.
Stuns are the ultimate equalizer. That's why Aiden likes to wax poetic about it. Have you heard him talking about stuns and color schemes?
I have not. Maybe
No, they
maybe
wanted
Andreas has.
wanted to, they're still like on the slightly lower part of the pyramid. They haven't reached the peak yet.
Do you guys have any inner memes you like to laugh about when it comes to Dota?
I'm not sure.
Is there somebody in your team that like you guys flame as a joke? Maybe not so.
Okay,
joke.
there is a new meme coming up.
Okay.
For some reason, Zifrik finds himself always blinking with Earthshaker on top of a stun, and he doesn't get his Echo Slam. It has happened like 4 times the last week or something.
Dude,
this is getting crazy.
That is infuriating. Where you just like, I've got this sick initiation. You just land inside of a stun. You're just like,
It actually happened in our last game, and I told him it's the Zifrik classic at this point. Dude, fuck it.
I feel like that's like a pretty much everyone classic though. Like like any of these like big cooldown ults, like the mags. Like, I remember Max had a game when he played mag, and he's like yelling at the top of his lungs, and he's usually really really quiet.
Sure.
He's like 3-man RP, 3-man RP, and then he blinks in, gets stunned, and then like he doesn't cancel the cast or something, or he presses RP while he's stunned, and then as soon as the stun is over, he just RPs nothing, and it looks ultra funny.
Just looks like one of those frustration RPs.
Yeah.
Just kind of slams the ground.
It's like 2 seconds after everyone backed off, and then he's just like. That's pretty sad.
Well, you're going to need some sort of saves for this Death Prophet, right? And there was one of them being banned away anyway, the Naga Siren, a go-to counter against Faceless Voids for years now.
And I think Omar's Wraith King probably made an impression on EG. They got rid of that. Don't want to get Rapier Ags.
Ooh, I guess.
I heard that was. I did not get to see that game, but it sounded like a spicy one. You got a sick teleport back while you're still a spirit.
Yeah, it was a little bit lucky that I didn't get focused by the Void, because if I get Buster, then I die in the spot and the Rapier drops there. But worked out.
An excuse to buy Rapier for Omar.
Yes. Just give me Rapier, man.
Oh, it kind of sounds like, because I am only seeing really Rapier on Medusa. That is the only hero right now I'm seeing it as like the early pickup that we haven't really.
Yeah.
And
I just think people realize, because I've seen Rapier from like a lot more people, especially Miracle.
Yep.
I think people just understand like how strong the item really is if you have some safety net like Aegis, some Oracle maybe behind you. Makes sense.
Soon, Troll Oracle with a Divine Rapier.
First item, Divine.
They picked the Shadow Demon themselves.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about a way to be able to purge off the Yules, which is fantastic, but Shadow Demon's also a save in his own right with Disruption.
Yeah, it's pretty good against the Void.
Yeah.
This is my favorite term in Dota. Do you think this was a block pick?
Block?
Oh.
It would make sense, right?
I personally... In fact, Crit actually brought up a preemptive pick, which was the Elder Titan, where it was like, it was a good Elder Titan game, but also you might get last pick meatballed by Cloud9. So it was like, maybe that was part of the reason that went into it.
Yeah.
But outside of like something like that, I'm never, I don't believe almost ever in block picks or preemptive picking based off of this hero that's going to show up.
I think preemptive picking is like actually a thing.
If you have like some sort of combo that you know is going to happen, like some sort of IO
like,
plus.
I know we had some game where we played, I think it was here at the Summit, where like we'd banned out like, both teams had banned out like 12 carries. And it was like PLs left in the pool.
Yeah, it's only PL. That's
yeah, and I'm like, all right, well, most likely like they're going to pick this PL. We have like Batrider or whatever.
Sure.
I'm like, all right, let's pick this Ember. Make him not feel so good about that PL anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think stuff like that does happen.
But block picking?
Block picking, not
good way to
too
ruin your own
frequently.
draft.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing to get the insight of a good captain like
Kuroki
Insania.
or Puppy or No Tail. Yeah, or Seb. I feel you.
How is Pexio as a captain, by the way?
It's pretty good. We try to help him, of course, like in the draft and stuff. I think most teams do that. But he has a lot of he has a lot of good ideas and stuff about the draft. I think he's doing a good job.
I think it's very rare to see like new 5 positions, new captains come up in Dota. I mean, obviously he has experience from Han and stuff like that, but I still think it's like it's the role that people are looking for the most, right? They're just not that many captains.
Yeah, I think he's feeling it pretty well. He's definitely doing a good job.
It's also really hard to be a captain in these up-and-coming teams for that reason, because it's kind of what everyone's looking for, but it's also what no one has. So all these players in these lesser teams, or whatever to call them, they're really used to take some of the captaining load themselves. You know, they make more calls inside of games, and that can make it really much harder for a captain to stand out.
Right.
Just because everyone is like taking part, and it's like that in our team too. Like everyone is making a lot of calls and leading a bit in our games.
So you guys have to find that balance of helping him, but not like overreaching too much.
But I think I would say that's also depending on the team, because I know some teams have like this big leader that does more things, but there are other teams that are like more open and free to be like on the players to decide what to actually do or pick or whatever.
Yeah, you've had experience with a captain with a big personality.
Aiding God, yes.
Me?
Yeah.
No, Spartan, right?
I was talking about Spartan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think actually a big part of like, to build off of what Ziba said, I think a big problem is trust. Like when you make these new tier 2 teams and you have like this guy that's like, all right, you're the captain. You know, you play a bunch of games in the beginning, it doesn't really work out. The trust goes down real fast, I think, in these lower teams. But when you have someone like Kuro or Puppy, that they've proven themselves, right? You know you can trust them.
Sure.
And no matter what, at the end of the road, it's going to work out because you've seen it work out for everybody else. I think that's kind of a bit of the problem with like new captains trying to come up. Because you don't have that trust factor, and if your team isn't willing to believe, it's really, really hard to build it up. Because you never get like the opportunity to really like show it.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Crit recently hit level 25. Dota Plus Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit, I saw that. Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this because Zach's obviously a big Earth Spirit fan. And he said he had been talking to Crit about this Earth Spirit. And I go, so you played this Earth Spirit a lot now, right? What do you think of the hero? And Crit apparently said, still trash. And yet, here we see, it's a Crit Earth Spirit.
I feel like that might just be a general EG tactic, just all across the board. You ask him about a hero, say it's trash.
I think Crit is probably quite honest about it, though.
He really is. He was actually great on the couch.
I think if he said he thinks it's trash, he probably does think it's trash in most games.
So do you think this is just a really good Earth Spirit game?
It didn't look like it, honestly.
I wouldn't say so.
Maybe there's like the idea of silencing the save or something.
I heard rumor. I think there's 2 things in this game. There's the clockwork. You can always kick him out. Makes him very, very useless. You never really die to him. So you win like the 4 battle.
Sure.
And then, like you said, the silence on the save when they initiate on DP is really nice. They don't have like the Storm hero this time around to like jump in.
And you won't say no to the silence on Troll either, right?
I think he'll primarily actually use it for SD when they chrono. That's probably what you should look out for in team fights. Like the chrono's going to come down and Crit's going to look to silence the SD at the same time.
All right. Beastmaster, giving them the vision advantage, a little bit more lockdown. What's our last pick for FNATIC?
I feel like they need something to address this Beastmaster, because...
You don't think Troll SD is good enough?
It's a good lane, but it's really that great for the team fights. They have nothing's really clear. Minions.
It could still be a nice size Clockwork, by the way. I know he likes the hero.
Could be.
Ooh, what would they last pick DJ here?
Honestly, is Wyvern up?
Wyvern's up.
Wyvern's in the pool. Could work.
Wyvern SD clock.
Maybe it's a bit too much on the save, but at the same time, you know, they have a Troll and the DP that both want to be saved. EG's rolling a lot of just damage though. They went for this Queen of Pain for just even more damage in the Chrono.
Oh,
Is that an offlane Kunkka then?
Offlane Kunkka.
that's another save. In a way, with the gods,
We'll
with the
see,
gossip.
they put
Oh, wait.
SSIs on
Isn't
the
it
clock,
DP offlane?
so it's
Yeah, it's DP offlane.
Oh.
DP4.
DJ is playing Death Prophet.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus, this is that's
All
a
right.
mix-up.
Okay.
We'll take a moment for you guys to digest that and figure out why after the break.
All right, Omar.
Okay. Okay, Boxy.
All right.
Boxy, get on the mic.
Yes.
Boxy, get on the mic.
Hi, Boxy. Come here.
If you
I am Madara, last hitter of nothing, denier of everything.
Oh my God.
is that
Boxy
that
dog.
true? You lane up against Boxy. Are you that guy who prioritizes
think-
denies over
I
last
think
hits?
when me and Boxy lane against each other, it's just a shit show at this point. Like, we're just looking to get at each other's head. Like, I don't know what the fuck we actually do in the lane.
All right, so
I blame Boxy.
you guys got a minute. You guys actually talked it over. What is the consensus on this Death Prophet 4 position? Why did they pick it, and will it be good? But all right,
Zibbe-
you will answer why
Zibbe
did they
is,
pick
Zibbe
it.
is our mechanics guy, and like, just
Yes.
go.
Okay,
Mechanics.
Zibbe, answer why did they pick it? Or why is it 4 rather?
The DP was probably just picked early thing as a strong hero, and they feel confident putting it as position 4 too, and having that option available to you makes it way easier to pick this hero early. I think they ended up putting it on position 4 just because they thought that they couldn't save this guy if he gets chronoed. And if
Okay.
you can't save your mid hero in the chrono, then it doesn't feel good. Like, this guy will not be able to push towers, so they just, alright, let's make it a support. And they put this Kunkka instead. That's going to be really great for alleviating the pressure this Beastmaster is going to put on the map, and for setting up kills with the X-Torrent combo. So it just made a lot of sense.
So, Madara, will it work?
Will it work? Well, if I was playing Void and I was against a DP4 in the lane, it might have been, like, there has to be some psychological problem there. You can't really take the lane seriously. You're like, oh, of course, yes. I'm gonna dodge, so it's fine. It's fine.
You're just going to dodge the entire
I don't wanna go
mental
against the
damage
bit that I
that would have
can
been
play the lane.
done. Instead, it's going to be Ramses who's going to take that and roll with it, apparently. Okay. I mean, I imagine that's better.
Yeah, I think it just makes sense because, like, obviously, DP for position 4 is not a strong laner, and they're like, okay, we can probably go aggro and make the troll have a not good of an early game and get
Do
off
you-
with that.
Do you think that's effective, the aggro void lane into the troll lane?
I think so, because I don't think Radiant wants to try lane, like, especially with DP.
Okay.
I don't see it myself, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah, that
agree. I
makes
think the
sense,
big
that makes
reason for this is they have Earth Spirit, loves kills.
Yeah.
Trilane's like a beast. And then they have Snapfires. They're two supports against the other two supports. You got SD and DP. They know that they're guaranteed going to do really well in this lane, so
Okay.
that's probably why.
All I could see in
However-
my 68 brain was just ranged carry versus melee carry. Ranged carry must be better. That's all I saw in my head. So I'm
Looks
glad
like
you guys
Jab's about to die.
illuminated that.
I honestly think they don't really care. Like, you see Fnatic, they just continue with this dual lane, and you look at this Beastmaster, and you see he's really struggling. This guy hates playing 1 versus 2.
Mm.
PM?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this here with like this guy was really late picked by EG, so they want this guy to have like a decent laning phase and to do shit early on. But now he's getting nothing. And it might cause some problems after these lanes are over.
Well, they are at least getting the mid matchup, which that's a winner, right? Kunkka versus Quap.
I think that might be a mistake, by the way. Petrol didn't get his Q.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they go on him, he can definitely die.
No armor on him. Only 4.
Yeah. And no mischance, I guess.
But yeah, I do. Kunkka should win against Quap.
Ooh.
Oh, the push back in. That Kunkka lane is now going to get offset by the fact that Abed was gifted a first blood by Crit with a nicely timed rotation.
Is he still ahead?
Oh wow, they killed Fly bottom.
I don't know. I think if you go tri-lane like that, like I can definitely see it being okay since they kill the Kunkka mid, but I think it can be really tough for Void if you just play a dual lane bottom now.
He's farming quite well though. He's 9-3 against Trolls 6-3. Oh, nice.
And they're going to use the cookie to be able to initiate onto 23 Savage. Since he didn't have the Q, he wasn't able to Whirling Axes to defend himself. And that's kind of a Q combo just because, you know, Void's in trouble. He still has his time lock available.
Ooh, time again.
Another jump forward. Close, but this time Moon was able to dodge the initiation.
We didn't talk much about it, but I actually feel pretty surprised that they put Abed on a hero like Queen of Pain. I don't think I've ever seen him play the hero. Maybe like once.
I feel like it kind of fits him, no?
You
like
think
just
so?
like, yeah, high mobility, mid-hero, run around, do stuff while Artorias creeps.
Rolled on, he ice. He's going to end
Is this the
up
happiest
dying
Earth
here.
in the
He is going to
universe?
be so happy. If he can manage to bring down DJ as well, just being able to get that kill on Ice was great. But now between the Boar and the Orb of Venom, I'm sure he's rocking. He will be able to find second kill. Well, it actually gets given to Ramses with the Boar poison, but that's still all good for him.
He's having a really good laning phase. Crit's really doing work.
At the cost of 23 Savage's lane, though.
I think they're managing to do fine, this 2v2 lane bottom.
Yeah.
I think Void Snapfire, they're really, really happy with what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks fine for now, actually. That's all.
Yeah.
Looks kind of even across the board.
Void's pretty high base armor, right, Omar?
Who?
Void?
Yeah.
Doesn't really get harassed by Troll that hard. It looks like, at least.
It's also easy for us to say this when we can look at the CS and be like, oh, their other two cores are top of the CS board.
Right.
Is that something you guys have communication with, the safe lane and off lane cores, that you like, hey, my lane's really garbage. That top lane's going good, right?
Yeah, from time to time, I guess you can just say like a comment like my lane is going good or something like that, but not too much into specifics.
Okay.
I would say.
It's easy to go it's easy to go very far in the wrong direction and say, guys, this lane is going to complete hell. I need to get out of this position. Because that doesn't really help anyone, you know, but it's so easy if things are not going so well that you get frustrated.
You put pressure on like supports to make rotations, maybe they don't feel good about. Jabs, he's going to be caught in the river here by Abed.
He's going to try to deny himself. Oh my god, if he didn't scream.
That would have been sick.
Yes,
if he could have pulled it off. Disruption illusions to deny.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking of, I'm sure.
2 to 5. Net worth not really going anywhere, but it is still Moon doing very well in the mid lane, even if he died once the Earth Spirit. That is a winning matchup for sure. And it's just going to get harder now that the Kunkka has that combo with the boat.
Yeah.
I noticed Crit does this thing where he almost always rolls when the Kunkka should walk up for CS. I think even though he's missing these rolls, he's forcing the Kunkka off a lot of creeps. Because he's so scared of getting rolled on that, like, this lane is going, like, really... I mean, he still has a lot of CS, but I think he's pressuring a lot by doing that, timing it in such a way.
He could be even farther ahead if it wasn't for that pattern he's established of...
37 CS is a lot, though, at 630, no?
Yeah.
He's doing quite well, despite getting...
You're basically 5xing plus your lane. And Ice is going to be hit by the Sonic Scream. Coming out from Abed is going to be able to hit DJ as well. That 4 position, not having a great game. And my question is, what does the Death Prophet do?
And that's why it's so important to control these runes against a hero like Queen of Pain. You see this moment, like, he just gets a haste rune. He finds two easy kills around the map. I feel like one of Fnatic supports have to help the Kunkka get at least one of the runes.
I feel like if I'm Death Prophet, though, I don't really want to run
Yes,
for runes.
probably you
that's,
don't.
That's kind of my concern with that.
There's this Queen of Pain mid max Shadow Strike and a crit running around the map with Earth Spirit. So if you go for a rune, you're just liable to die.
True. 23 Savage gets Brambled Roar, trying to get away. He's not level 6, though. Ice is going to be able to bail him out enough. Gets the kill onto Ramsey's kick out from the Earth Spirit. Hits 23 Savage, not enough to kill him. They're going to get jabs in return, but much bigger bounty and bringing down the offlaner of EG.
His beast is so sad. At least he has levels going for him.
He roared the troll, but the clock didn't get pushed away. Do you see that? Or did he roar too early?
I didn't notice.
Really spot it.
I think that's kind of why he died. Because if the clock would have gotten pushed away, I think they would have killed that troll.
That's a good play.
So we're talking about the runes. Are we saying, okay, so maybe they can't roam onto the runes, but at bare minimum, we should have some strong vision of these areas. We need information as to what Quap's picking up.
Oh, another rune.
We tried.
50-50, baby.
His Queen of Pain is gonna, yeah, it's also the 50-50, of course.
This must feel pretty awkward for Fnatic to play at this point. Like, how do they rotate to each other to make plays right now?
With DP position 4, you mean?
Yeah, like the DP and the Shadow Demon, how are they going to set up plays? This Clock and Konka are going to have to play together or something.
The damage threat on their support duo is just terrible.
Yeah.
Actually,
disruption into silence.
Yeah, it might not be that bad right now. I think what they really have to do, like honestly, this Clock has his level 6. He should definitely become like a ganker and move like all around the map. And have the DP receive a lane or something. Like,
this is how they've been playing almost every single game, where DJ kind of becomes the 3, and they start playing Exercise as like a farm 4.
Yeah, did you guys actually see the game with the Pack and Pango? Exercise was level 2 at minute 7.
Oh yeah.
And DJ was farming the lane as Pack position 4. It was funny.
Did they actually win that game?
They did in the end, I think.
Oh,
I don't remember. It was there was the saddest Pango I've ever seen, and I've been a sad Pango myself.
Abed doesn't want to be in that middle lane anymore, so he sent Fly to be there instead. Fly gets picked off by the Kunkka combo, and then almost dies top lane, but had a regen rune, so he's all good now.
Man, I think the way EG laned this game was actually so smart.
Yeah, it really was.
They really utilized their heroes very well by going for the Sagar tri-lane and punishing the DP in that way.
Yeah. That's something Ice has done before, as well as the Soul Ring pickup on the Clockwork, and he just maintains himself on map all the time. Just.
You're a big Clockwork player, right?
Yeah.
You feel good about that hero right now?
I feel okay about it.
Yeah.
Not loving it.
Great.
Not loving it. Maybe give me a different Aghanim Scepter. Earth Spirit going to be in trouble here. Pulled back by the X eventually to his doom. Nice kick away on DJ, but it doesn't really change that he's still dead. In fact, dies to DJ. 10-minute bounty runes picked up. Abed making use of that haste rune he's got to try and grab some bounties away from Fnatic.
Oh, yeah, he's literally good on every rune. This is getting a little tough for Radiant to play the map. I feel like when this guy gets all the runes.
They have the Hawk as well from Beastmaster providing vision. Like, the map has never felt smaller than it does right now.
Yeah.
Quap snowballing with a bunch of runes, and then you have the vision.
They're making a move mid right now.
I think that's...
They saw the Kunkka X, right? Was that bugged?
Maybe they...
So they know they should know that at least one guy doesn't have a TP.
Yeah, that Kunkka isn't around here, and they're just going to be able to freely jump in. Ice is going to be tanking the Chronosphere here with the Snapfire combination. Now, Artur still takes a lot of damage. They hit him with the Torrent, now with the Silence, and that means 23 Savage can stay on top, and they push back the Troll. Of course, he had his ultimate, though, and he was protected by that from the Queen of Pain with Sonic Wave. That's an Exorcism out. A successful team fight for Fnatic. Now, can they get a decent amount of damage on that mid tower as well?
They should be looking to take this, because they know EG used everything except Magnetize. They can just TP back the clock here and go for this tower.
Still might be a little hard with a 4 Death Prophet.
They're a little low across the board, I guess.
Blocked Cogs?
I guess he hooked the neutral creep?
He might have hit a Hawk that he didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
That is I hate
let's say it
that.
hit Hawk. I think he hit a Hawk.
I hate that. Hate playing against Beastmaster for that reason.
I wonder if they could have initiated with your spirit there, if they were a little bit more patient.
Yeah,
they could
I
have
think
saved
they
the
have
Chronosphere that
to.
way.
There is no way.
Just drop
I
the
think.
Snapfire ult on.
It
roll
did
Yeah,
look
if
like a free clockwork, and they
Yeah.
used like
I mean, we have
both the
God
Snapfire
Vision.
ult
We have God
and
Vision,
the
right? So it's easy to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe they just missed that X that you pointed out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but I
true.
think you're right. It's pretty hard to. You usually want to keep your chrono for the continuation of the fight instead of starting it, since
Sure.
it's such a big cooldown.
He was so good about it in the game we played against them. It felt like that chrono was barely ever used, but they still like team fought very well.
Yeah.
So that when the fight was like had gone for a little while, and
Yeah.
you know maybe one guy was dead on each side, or everyone was a lot lower, that chrono starts to feel really dangerous.
I think Arteezy is really good about that stuff in general. I know we played against his Naga. Either the last major, the major where Disruptor Naga was like the thing. He's so good at using his ultimates, I think, to find pickoffs and like just keep it on rotation. Like just constantly pressure with it, and like you said, be patient with it when it needs to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think his spell usage is really good.
I wanted to talk about another player of EG, Abed, who feels like he's controlling the map pretty well right now. One thing I've heard about him is that he just doesn't tilt. So when he gets an advantage, he takes over the map with it. But when you shut down his lane or something like that, like he just always seems to recover really well, and you can usually see it in the game.
Like that Storm game, last
Like-
game.
Yeah, like that.
I feel the NA effect on us now. I'm like slowly
Yeah,
just
you-
talking
you-
more and more about how much I
yeah,
love
yeah.
EG.
So it's good effect, right? It's
We're-
good feeling.
We've been in LA for like a bit
Yeah.
too long, it seems.
Fly. He's going to turn around, scatter blast, but FNATIC have him
Ooh.
dead to rights. They should be able to. Okay, silence.
It's a Chronosphere.
The throw out the Shadow Poison. Okay, finally expending the hook shot as well
Yeah, I
as
think
the
for
Shadow
this-
Demon Purge, but still.
Yeah.
Nice. Gets a little low. Nothing to
You can
trade
see
off.
they're not willing
Oh.
to use that Chronosphere without the Snapfire ulti.
It's
How
really
is that
surprising how they let this tower go so easily like that. Oh
He's in trouble.
Primal Roar as soon as he pops his ultimate.
DJ
and when he
though.
comes back, oh, the silence is actually really well timed. There's not going to be a whole lot coming out until finally the burst from Abed does the trick. DJ probably doesn't have that high a level of the silence, is trying to chase away Abed. And Ramses right now with the exorcism. On the side, though, Ice has managed to find the kill on Arteezy. That's a big
Ooh.
pickup. Even more if he can get to Ramses as well, but...
I was wondering where Kuka
Damn.
was. I heard a boat going off in the background.
That's probably what happened actually. X-Mark.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she didn't have hookshot. Must
Another
be.
great silence, though, hit by the Centaur stun from Ramses. I'm presuming he has a Helmet Dominator, right?
Yeah, it looks like it, right? Otherwise, that Centaur is his best buddy for no reason. Yeah,
And they do manage to get the mid tower off of all that space, so a great move for FNATIC, I would say.
FNATIC's really like recovering this game. I think EG had like such a good laning phase. It looked like it was gonna snowball their way, but the last
Yeah.
couple of fights has really turned the tides.
This Kunkka last pick seems to be doing a lot of work as well.
Yeah.
He's
Even with all the
fast.
pressure, yeah,
Yeah.
that air spirit put on him.
Ziba, you probably have gone over your fair share of Ice replays, right? I mean, I would imagine so. He's like one of the offlaners a lot of people look to for innovation and stuff. How do you feel about him in this last like year or two?
Actually, I haven't been looking that much on his replays. He was
Okay.
kind of low profile when I started to get into like teams.
Oh, into
for the
Dota,
first
yeah,
time. Yeah,
sure.
like, last year, I didn't really. Like, he was
Yeah.
extremely low profile last,
He was quiet.
last year.
He was quiet for sure.
So I've been looking a little bit at him like
Okay.
recently. He's in his Pango a bit, but I don't really have like a big impression
Okay.
so far.
Is there anything from playing against him that you noticed?
Not really. It's just
Okay.
2 games. You know, it's hard
Yeah.
to build an opinion of a guy.
Who do you watch like when you watch offlaners? It's always funny to hear.
I used to watch a lot of Chalice and Yang,
Okay.
Yang's a beast.
and then of course MC and Sai,
Mm.
the European top dogs.
You know, Zibba and Boxy are very similar as people.
I'm sorry, say it again?
Zibba and Boxy are very similar as people. We found out today earlier with William.
Well,
How so?
What?
Yeah, they're like neither of them shows up on time apparently.
Okay.
We share some bad traits. And so.
Any good
There were a
traits you
lot of
guys
things.
share?
There were a lot of things. I don't remember right now, but there were a lot of things that were way too similar. Do you remember Zibba? What do we say?
Since I don't remember, it was probably all bad.
You just
I wanna
stag
forget
noised it, you know, just kind of like zone out all the negative.
TLDR, they're basically the same person. I'm
Back to
surprised
the-
he doesn't watch Boxy at all. No respect for the king.
Just give him all these
Do you also play mid every once in a while?
Yeah, oh yeah. So he used to be a mid player.
Okay.
Box used to be a mid player.
Oh, that's right. Okay, okay.
That's one. If I remember more, I'll bring him up.
Do you practice 1v1s?
No.
Okay.
No Boxer does that. What is this roar?
Bravo Roar, followed up by the Earth Spirit. The kick over, making the Centaur stun miss. That's not great, but it is into a 3-man Chronosphere with the Snapfire ultimate rolling in. They have Disruption, trying to buy Moon some time. He's going to be able to get off his Armlet toggle as well as the boat. That's going to help him survive. They're still trying to focus him down, though. Underneath this tier 2, they'll bring him down. That's going to be 2 so far. Looking for a third in Jabs. He's going to be chased down by Arteezy as well as Ramses all the way up until Tier 3? Nope. They're actually going to give up on that chase. Run back over to Abed, who's managed to finish off a godlike triple kill streak by bringing down both 23 Savage and Ice Ice Ice.
EG are so good about this. I feel like every game I watch them play, like they start struggling a bit, and then they find this one fight, and then they just come back. I feel like it was the same thing last time in this one game. Yeah. They're really good about finding this one fight, and they really catch FNATIC off guard.
Yeah, I think it just took FNATIC a little too long to respond for the initiation, I think.
Like they ended up in a 3-man chrono.
Yeah. Like if they had more heroes there already, I think this fight could easily go their way without the fight started. But right now, I'm not feeling this DP position for Impact right now.
I think it looked pretty good up top earlier. I was surprised. He just ran into 3 heroes. Yeah, he didn't care. The silence is really long. Long cast range too.
The thing top wasn't really a fight though, was it? It was like 2 different skirmishes going on at the same time.
Yeah, it's true.
And imagine like instead of a nice AoE silence, you're getting a stun from your support. A stun that maybe leads to kills.
Guys, stuns are like so 2019.
I've been trying to learn about Dota here, and somebody has come onto the couch talking a lot about stuns. So
it must be Liquid.
Omar knows. Joins our team. He's like, all right, guys. So what's our strategy? We're like, pick 5 stuns and try to match the colors. He's like, what? You're kidding, right? Nope.
You haven't shared this knowledge with the rest of your team?
Nah, it's our
You know they picked 5 stuns against us in our official earlier.
You have respect for your time there and don't want to spoil things? Okay.
Yeah.
AKA he learned nothing, he just got worse. And he wishes he'd never played.
Omar, what should we pick? Stuns! More stuns!
Kind of our drafting right now. Do we have enough stuns, guys?
I mean, do you ever have enough stuns when like Void Spirit and Ember are in the game? And, like Morphling.
True.
You're like, ah.
If only I had one more stun. Well, Evil Geniuses, they had a very large stun. That Chronosphere has now gotten them a 2,000 net worth lead, and, well, we'll see what happens with the bounty runes. FNATIC are not backing down from playing aggressively and on EG's side of the map. I appreciate that. You got to make use of this Clockwork Death Prophet duo. I feel like this is not a lineup that's going to react to team fights very well. I feel like they got to kind of be the one set the pace. Oh, Abed!
Damn.
Almost trading his life here for the Shadow Team and still on his way out. He's got X'd. He's been X'd. He's been pulled back into the boat, and they will manage to get that kill. A very big trade.
Yes. That was so much golden XP.
802 gold?
Oh, a godlike streak.
Yeah.
All right.
Beyond godlike.
I don't know the exact numbers for this, but you know these streaks, how much XP they give you?
A lot?
Mechanics with Xebe.
You're getting it, Omar.
So how much was it for a godlike streak? Do you know the exact number?
No.
I understand.
But
it's like, I think it's over 1,000.
Yeah, right?
Extra.
1.6 maybe?
And for us plebs that don't really know, like, how much XP do you need to level up?
Depends on the level, Aiden.
I see. So, like, where Clockwork's about now. Oh, so you need 1 point, so you almost get a full level.
Extra, on top of
on top of what you would normally get. Wow, that's crazy.
That's something they buffed up in, like, 2 patches ago, right?
Yeah.
Was the streak experience.
And that's why, like, if you notice in the lanes, if a guy gets a killing spree, actually, it makes a huge difference if he dies afterwards.
So what you're saying is the supports should take the kills now.
They shouldn't, because then they're gonna feed it.
No, so you want to spread the wealth.
I'm not comfortable with this language of socialism with a bunch of Europeans. Smoke up from No, I'm serious. Don't talk.
I don't know if we missed this before, right? But
yeah.
After EG used these their ultimates with this great team fight bottom. FNATIC went straight into Roche and just ended Roshan's life and got Aegis on troll, which kind of showed to EG's weakness as well. Like if they don't have these cooldowns, they're not really ready to fight.
Think this Aegis matters though against the EG draft? I feel like they kind of
Well,
just
isn't Aegis a Chronosphere counter in its own?
I guess if you can hit towers, but he's 1.4k HP. They have no sustain on their team. I don't really know how happy he is like running up and hitting the tower.
I would say I don't really like what FNATIC is doing right now.
No?
I think a really good thing that they could do is probably just force them in the high ground and then keep them in base.
You like this troll item build more?
It does have Baldur and Radiance, so no, I wouldn't say it's that good.
He's buying a Basher next. Diffu Yasha Basher.
They're pretty mobile, right? In EG, like the Void and the Cop,
yeah.
so the Basher makes sense.
It makes sense. And he probably feels like even if he, like BKB doesn't really save him, I guess. When he has Aegis, he just wants to deal damage.
An Abyssal Blade Troll is terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just gets on top of you. You're almost guaranteed to be netted after your stun fades. Roll in from Crit. He's going to be able to get the two-man silence on both supports. The Chronosphere is going to be able to lock them both down. They also use the Snapfire ultimate there as well to ensure that they win the victory. But, Zibe, this is what you were talking about. Once you use that Chronosphere, you are going to be kind of exposed.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what how FNATIC reacts here. Like, what are they going to do? They still have the Aegis. I don't know for exactly how long. But if they can get a push going or something like that, we'll see.
I think you definitely have to force some towers. Either the bottom towers as they're pinging right now, or I'm not sure if that's from EG side, but I should definitely look to get some objectives. Like, I should really use this, I guess.
I like to call this the off-lane sweep, where you're just like, your team fight's strong enough, let's just go collect the bounty for the Tier 1 and Tier 2. They can't fight us, so...
Yeah, I should really do that. I kind of feel like they've already wasted a lot of time from the Aegis already.
Yeah.
Because I think EG are gonna have more items and they're gonna feel pretty confident after the Aegis is down.
It's already out.
It's out now. Still a decent amount of time until the Chronosphere combo is back up, but EG just farming away from FNATIC right now.
So, one thing, I'm not sure how I feel about Troll's item build right now, because now that he does have the Aegis, I'm not sure how he's gonna survive this fight without a BKB. His team has to be very, very ready to save him.
He can still go for it, right? He just has a Metal Hammer, so he can...
Oh yeah, he actually bought the components for the Buster, but I think he sold them.
Smart.
Okay.
Yep, he switches up.
What does the Kunkka have, actually?
Okay.
Okay, so now, like, this moment of time, the Chronosphere is down. You get a bunch of tower bounty. That's pretty much going to be your BKB.
And speaking of bounties...
Ooh.
25 minutes is coming up. EG are on the high grind now, watching Moon, but he is a tanky boy. He's going to be hard to bring down, especially as he pops his BKB, but the pure damage Sonic Wave quickly ends his life. Now, Yule Scepter purchased by the Death Prophet, so our 4 position has something, but what about Moon? What about Jabs? Both of them potentially. Oh, Jabs,
My
a little
God.
juke. It was cute. It was cute.
What? Still?
He's not going to survive, but
It's too good.
got to give him
He
props
almost
for
got
the
the blink
play.
off. Almost.
That's a crazy chase down, though. You see that? He was like 3 full range stones to find that guy.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Zabs is a god.
You know that's the worst feeling when you're a 5, by the way. Like, you think you survived the fight. Like, walking back to your base, like, yes, I finally survived.
Finally got out.
And then you just see this crit, like, rolling at you 1 stone at a time.
No.
Is he not running out soon? You click on him, there's like 4 left. You're like, shit.
Or you hear that slow of the glimpse of you being pulled back. You're like, no.
I feel like the nice thing about glimpse, though, is if you're a 5 and you get glimpse, you're like, I mean, that could have been one of my cores. Like 5%. That feeling.
Anything to keep yourself optimistic. Spirit Vessel is now done by the Earth Spirit. So they've got that for, the Death Prophet, but you've got 2 Strength Heroes. You've got a big life steal out of the Troll.
What do you got for this game, Omar?
I think if EG can keep this game going for at least like
Smoke
minutes.
instantly breaks. They're going to be able to get the Primal Roar onto the Troll, try and focus him down. The Snapfire Cookie was the last stun they had, and he's going to be able to survive. 23 Savage pops the BKB, looking to run down Fly. They have the X on him as well, should be able to pull him back. Arteezy is coming back into the fight. The cores are going to go at it here. Arteezy does manage to get the Chronosphere on both him as well as that Clockwork, the tanky one, but the Troll lives through that long enough to be able to get off his ultimate. Doesn't last for long, though. His life is cut short. Abed continues to slow him down, now focusing on a DJ who's trying to walk away. He has the Siphon going off, but it's not going to keep him live. Ice, kicked back in, rolled after by the Earth Spirit. They want to be able to go for Moon, though. That is a much bigger kill. Cores focus him down, prevent him from TPing, and they can leave the offlaner for last. Ice might be able to make a break for it here if he jukes it out, but no, they knew exactly where he was headed to, thanks in part to that ward on the high ground.
Oh, dude, you should have seen the spell usage. I was just watching Crit this fight. He silenced the SD right as they roared. He's really on top of his spells, and then like comes back in with a roll after the reset and chases this Clockwork down in the middle of a fight. His team is chasing like a different hero, but he makes sure that the guy can't get away.
Yeah.
It's really, really beautiful spell usage from the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, I just feel this Troll, like if you saw his perspective, he got stunned into chasing people into Chronoed. He literally...
Do you think chasing Snapfire was the misplay there from him?
I'm not sure if it's that as much as... I'm not sure how can he really fight if the positioning is messed up. Like if he jigget on top of the SD and the backlines and stuff, I think it can be really hard for Troll to chase people around.
Okay.
His team kinda has to stun people for him to actually hit, but I just feel they have a little too much lockdown for this Troll.
Yeah. Rose should be up pretty soon, right?
Yeah, they killed it.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, he just took it down.
Which means they're going to get their next set of cooldowns. And FNATIC is not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, this Void is going to get out of control soon.
Yeah. Honestly, FNATIC has looked so frustrated already, like the last 10 minutes almost, just because they have such a difficult time making a play.
I think the nice thing about last game was they had this Riki that was eventually going to be like the boss. I don't really feel that presence from their draft this time.
No, I think
I'm not really sure like how they're going to bring more damage into their draft and be able to kill these heroes.
It's a Kunkka problem too.
Raper Kunkka.
It's hard to start fights later on in games as Kunkka. Like you have this timing when you get level 4x and you're the god of the map.
Yeah.
But later on in the game, like people have escapes. They have Yules on the crop. They have BKBs if need be, and you can't rely on this X for initiating anymore. And then their lineup kind of falls apart a bit unless they're ahead.
I think it has a lot to do actually with the items you buy in Kunkka, because this Kunkka is chosen to itemize kind of like
very mid-game
just
heavy,
like, yeah,
right?
tanky style.
Armlet.
He doesn't have the damage really. Like the heroes that he can next that can't escape are like Beastmaster and Earth, I guess.
They do indeed find Aurora onto Ice, just outside of his mid-tier 3.
Yeah, your damage just doesn't really scale on Kunkka, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make. He's going Halberd now as well, so he's not really increasing his damage output, and I think that's the primary problem. They can't really pressure EG's heroes to run away in fights.
I think they might be expecting a little too much from this Troll. Against the heroes EG have, I think it's going to be pretty hard to expect most of the damage to come from him.
I think in hindsight, if you could go back in time right now as Troll and change your items and go Battle Fury into Radiance, you would.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Mjolnir.
just so you have damage to kill, right?
Obviously.
23 Savage. It's going to be Shatterstruck. They actually are going to blow the Sonic Wave and almost kill him, but he just managed to get off his ultimate, turns around, goes for it. The hook shot coming in, actually controls up and managed to get off the cheese, but he's still being beaten down. He self-fuels himself. Now the Troll is turning and focusing onto Ramses instead. Moon, full HP, but 23 Savage a little bit low, and Arteezy is trying to finish him off here. The BKB is going to wear out soon. Crit starts rolling in, helping, trying to get some sort of control to help Crit. He's going to turn, manage to land onto 23 Savage. That's enough for Arteezy to help finish him off. But on the other side of things, FNATIC have managed to chase down at least the Beastmaster, managed to clean up the back line as well. That's going to be Fly dead with the Exorcism. Oh, Artur, he actually just jumped straight into Ice, and Moon. Lost half his health. He's going to be pulled back in by the X. He doesn't have the BKB on this second life either. EG. They've got to find a way to be able to bail him out. They're going to start off with the Disruption, follow up. Eul's Scepter going off. Is there Torrent X? They've got a ton of control to be able to keep him here. EG, they need to be able to fight around this Faceless Void, but they don't feel confident about it. They're not going to go in. They're going to leave Artur to die here, see if they can get out, but Crit not getting out fast enough. Gets X pulled back in, tries to roll, blocked out by FNATIC. They're going to get that one kill, and if they're not careful, EG could certainly lose more. In fact, Fly, he gets a little bit too close to the team fight, disrupted up into a Cogs pushback. Abed is still looking for kills, though. He's going to try and go for the Shadow Demon. Does manage to get that as Fly finishes him off with a Snapfire Cookie. Self-Yules to be able to cleanse off that silence, but it leads into a hook shot. Follow that up. Oh, BKB actually from Abed. He is going to be able to blink away. No more stuns from FNATIC. And Fly, as a result of that attention on Abed, he also got him.
That crazy. Half-Life was crazy. I don't even know what to say.
I think there's one pretty obvious thing that you could point to that happened in the beginning.
Oh, you mean how?
No. Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Give the man a break. It's
yeah,
fine.
I don't mean to
gonna
talk
talk about it.
I've been praising him all day long. Like, I think that was really what happened. They needed that
Yes.
Chronosphere to hit the troll. He caught the SD. If he would have caught SD and troll, we'd be talking about how beautiful of a chrono that was.
Mhm.
And it was right on the edge. Like,
It didn't even matter, right? Like, the troll was really low with ulti active.
I think if he's chronoed, right, you get most of the ulti duration off.
Yeah.
And then he'll die.
But I was feeling the same. Like, as soon the troll ulted and I saw RTs coming in, I was like, all right, this fight's over.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and I think what probably happened in Artiz's point of view was like that the troll was standing still, and then he popped his ult and his character, his hero actually ran a little too fast, and he missed the chrono for just a little bit.
He might have also, like, accidentally spilled some water.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Like, the mouse slipped. Well, you never know.
Yes.
All viable
Maybe.
viable excuses
Yeah.
for Artur, but at the end of the day, he did not hit the Chronosphere that EG needed
I mean,
him to.
I think the point of it is, though, that EG's probably still a lot stronger in this
Sure.
game than FNATIC
Yeah,
are. Like,
definitely.
it's like that stuff doesn't really happen more than once.
So something that's a little bit more set up, perhaps, like this smoke, where they see 23 Savage. They're going to Primal Roar him first. Meanwhile, Ice jumping in onto the side, locked down by... Oh,
Nice.
but
They're gonna-
Arteezy quickly jumps away. He wants to go for that troll, blow him up with the Sonic Wave. This time, they've got him dead. But... no buyback there. Ice in the middle of everybody. He's going to be followed as well. DJ trying to survive with the Spirit Siphon. Not going to be good enough. And now it's EG's turn to run down heroes on the side of FNATIC. Clean up whoever they can. Moon pops his BKB, but he doesn't have a teleport up for another 4 seconds, so he doesn't have a way out of here. All he can do is clean up the creep wave if possible. 4 dead on the side of FNATIC with only the buyback available for Moon.
Yeah, I think when you play against these drafts that EG has, you kind of need to save buybacks on your cores. You're not, like, at this point in the game, I don't really think you can survive the chrono. You gotta abuse it in some way, right?
You kind of have to plan
Yeah.
for dying. Like,
Exactly.
like you gotta plan ahead of, all right, so
Yeah.
how do we tank this chrono, kind of.
Yeah.
And yeah, FNATIC does not have a way to do it in this game anymore.
I think one really good way that could happen in that fight to actually help, I think you need to preemptively use your boat on top of your troll if you want him to survive the chrono. I think that could actually be a way.
I mean, what EG did really well in that teamfight was they poked out the Shadow Demon's disruption by going in on the troll. Once ST disrupted.
Yeah, and that's why I
avoid
think you need to
disruption.
boat on top of your troll, otherwise he's just gonna die.
Think it's enough though?
I think it could probably be, yeah.
Okay.
Because if he gets alive even with 1 HP, then he pops his ult,
Yeah.
he might be fine.
Yeah. Maybe they had a tiny toss him when he's chrono, and he BKBs at the top of the chrono and he comes down.
If only it worked.
Doesn't it?
No, you can't toss people that are in Chronosphere.
You don't fight the mechanics.
See, that's why we got Zibby here with the mechanics. But isn't there some bug like that or some like mechanic like that where you can like BKB if you're like? I'm pretty sure.
I mean, if
we've talked about this
if you're
in our team.
Yuled and your Chrono underneath, you can buffer a BKB and you'll
It
get
will
it
go
off.
off?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's Yules that you
That's
need.
foolproof.
Yeah.
Not like Puck.
Not like Puck.
I see. Do
Or
you know about
the-
this, Cap?
As in, you can
I have a-
always
okay,
BKB after you.
Mechanics question, all right? Let's
Okay.
test your knowledge.
Oh, no.
You're Puck.
I'm supposed to be asking you guys questions.
You're a Puck.
Okay.
You phase shift. You get chronoed, but your orb is already out. Can you jump to it or not?
Apparently, no.
50% of the time you can.
Really? What? Wait, excuse me?
It's just completely. You can never know if it's.
It might work, it might not. It's up to Gavin. He has a button at home which he presses every time.
Some people would say it's up to the slots or whatever, but it's actually just you can't predict it. It's impossible.
So you've like tested this in like various scenarios, or
Yeah, and it's just,
and
you can't predict it. It's ridiculous, but that's just how it is.
all right.
feel like this is a fun fact about
It's
Slither,
like
right?
Schrodinger's puck. you just don't know until he tries to
you
jump
don't
to the...
know, and it's the same with the Void Spirit. You know, it's really popular right now, the puck versus Void Spirit matchup. You Yule the puck and you put out the Remnant underneath, and you never know as the puck or the Void Spirit if the puck is going to live or not. You never know.
I have noticed that one. I have no idea. Like I don't understand the mechanics of either Remnant at this point.
Yeah,
Like
and it's
what it
just
does
it's
for
just the
Avenue,
same
what it
sort of
doesn't.
thing. It's the same with Ice Path and all these area effects stuff
I've
underneath.
heard. I think it was you guys. I actually heard you saying something. I think it was Blitz. He was like, "If you're close enough," and I was just like, "No, it's
yeah,
not
so we
that."
we
right?
tested it at our boot camp, and this is hard to explain without using my hand. So I'm sorry to all the viewers at home. But you know, if like the Remnant is slightly like to the side, but you're still inside the range,
Okay.
you could always get BKB off in our testing.
Yeah.
But if they was straight at you, with no angle,
directly on
top of you, like
Okay.
this, where it's like still catches you, or like this. So if
Okay.
it's straight on you, you would always get caught, and you cannot BKB.
Really?
That's what the results
you
in our
can
testing.
BKB. You should always be able to BKB.
Or maybe you could BKB, or it was something you couldn't do. You couldn't like phase shift or something like
look,
this.
is this smoke gonna work? Is a
don't know,
desperation
they've
smoke
been-
for sure?
Yeah, they've been smoked out outside of the base, and EG have just been holding that Radiant Triangle right now. Not really dipping out of there too much. Everyone kind of being very disciplined about their positioning. They'll kind of poke the creep waves in and such.
Who does Fnatic have to find to win this fight?
Fnatic? I think the key thing for them is they need to have the disruption on the chrono, and their spirit can't find the SD.
Yeah.
I think that's like the most important thing, which is not easy.
I mean, what if you take away the Snapfire, right? That's a significant part of the damage inside the Chronosphere, right?
Like they want to win, like they want to
Problem is you
kind
have
of
to
win the
commit so hard to
skirmish
get 'em.
until the Chronosphere, right? Because if they're losing the skirmish until the Chronosphere, then you know the Shadow Demon's gonna become exposed before,
right?
And
Okay.
just not be able to save the troll or whoever gets chronoed.
Well, that's a small win in this skirmish, right? Like just being able to X force out a BKB.
Yeah,
but
for sure you see EG backing off because of
we'll
it.
follow up.
They might still want to hold.
Satanic for.
What does this
Arthur.
Clockwork have? Does he have Ags?
How much status resistance is that on Void? I'm sorry. We got a Titan Sliver plus Satanic, and I can't see it.
Status resistance 41%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they barely have lockdown as is.
Actually, the torrent is, to my knowledge, not reducible by status resistance.
Yeah,
though.
you stay in the air the same amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And you also
Mechanics.
Mechanics, man.
Zippy really knows
I
his
need Zippy in
mechanics.
every single one of my casts from here on out,
Yeah.
honestly.
He's like, if you guys
Just,
ever
like, call him up.
You know, you have a stats guy,
support on the side.
weatherman, and
Hey,
mechanics.
if you're not careful, you're gonna take Burge's job.
I'll know when I retire.
17 to 33, 14,000 net worth lead for Evil Geniuses, and another attempt at a smoke up for Fnatic. This one may not be as well. It was. Maybe it was an opportunity when they were inside the Roshan, but EG have just retreated to that same Radiant Triangle again.
Yeah, they saw the trajectory from the rocket, and they understood that they were the mid lane towards top.
EG is just, they're not worried. They're sitting here and they're like, all right, how are Fnatic going to approach us? They can't. So they're just, you can tell they feel like they're in control.
I think you can tell that there's two top teams playing each other when the map is positioned like this late into the game. I think usually when like you see like a bit lower tier teams play, they tend to be stuck in the base as the Radiant.
Yeah.
But Fnatic understand exactly where you are on the map and they moved out accordingly.
Or they'll make the smoke and then they'll just stumble into the triangle and just lose that fight
Or they'll
instantly.
do the liquid and run out one by one and
Sure.
try to be the hero of the
The
team
only
and kill the
problem-
entire team.
The only problem the Fnatic face right now, though, is I feel like EG could force them in their base, honestly. I should just go hit the top tier 3 with Void, and then you force them all into base, and then you can go back into Rosh.
I guess they're scared that they might lose Roche because of it, because of where Fnatic is on the map.
But you have the Hawk, right? Like, or anything.
That's what they're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
Taking the high ground?
Yeah, exactly that.
Just keep on pushing the creeps in. Maybe that's enough to force them back.
Yeah, because Fnatic has to respond to this.
Do they, though?
Well, that's a good
Or do they
reason
just
for
farm?
Fnatic not to respond.
Well,
The
kill
fresh
the wave
round of
with
neutral
blue.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ags on clock now as well.
Ags on clock, this is high.
Oh.
My teammates love this item, but
Okay, there's going to be the first hook shot in. Cogs push back onto Arteezy. A second hook shot onto Artur, but no follow-up onto that, and Arteezy does manage to get away, jumps back to where some of the backline of Fnatic was. They were trying to catch Fly or something, but not a whole lot as a result. EG just retreat to that triangle once again. It is the high ground that FNATIC seem loath to breach.
Yeah, a Satanic Titan Sliver coming into play there. The Void doesn't even get stunned.
I think you can perma-lock him down still, no? No? Like hook,
I mean,
cog
hook
back,
shot, cogs,
hook again,
hook
cog
shot,
I'm not
again.
sure.
cogs.
It's gonna be pretty difficult to get the hook into cogs on someone with 40% status resistance.
I
Yeah,
see.
right. I think so.
Like maybe if you do it
tore-
perfectly,
How long
but
is
it's
the
gonna be
hook-
hard.
I mean,
Hook's on
he did. It looked like he
3.5?
just chained it
Oh, it's only
It
2?
is?
just now,
Yeah.
right? I
there's
don't
no
think I
way
saw
it
it.
Yeah, the level,
I think
level
you need
3
to run
hook
like
I think is 2
instantly.
seconds. It should be
Yeah.
fine when it's level 3 hook shot.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
long.
But
think
the question of
maybe-
whether or not that combo is going
I
to
don't
be good
think you can do
enough.
it twice. Can you?
What part twice?
Because
do
you
it.
have Axe, right?
No, double cogs. You're not gonna get that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if they torrent on top of the hook and they focus him with a troll, maybe then.
There's a cookie and there's a kick, and yeah, it's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
to be FNATIC right now.
Yeah.
They're not out yet, though.
No, the Roche still alive, right? And that's the only hope FNATIC has left. Kinda, they need to fight on this Roche. They need to win the fight and get the Aegis and the cheese and whatever else
I
is on
actually
there.
think... So I've been thinking about this, how for Fnatic to win this. I think they need to scatter the fights. They need the fights to be like chaotic
Yeah.
and spread. It's
Mm.
like the only way. They win
Yeah.
a lot of 1v1s. If you look at their heroes like in a vacuum, 1-on-1 on 1-on-1,
Sure.
they're quite strong. So if they can spread the EG draft with like how they kite and stuff, then that could be a way for them to do this.
And in turn, EG should try and stay relatively clumped up,
Yeah.
play around each other with Cookie, Force Staffs, and such that they have, kick. And one way to be able to force FNATIC into a fight, especially in a small area, is just doing this Roshan now. The hook shot's going to go out. It looks like it missed or maybe hit a hawk, but the boat also going into the pit
That's
and nothing happening. EG back away from Roshan, go back into the pit now. Roshan's slow enough that it should be completed here. In fact, Abed feels like there's no way they can contest this anymore. Let's just catch somebody. Two-man silence from DJ, but it looks like he's going to be the one ensnared up by Abed and Crit. Single pickoff. Does have a buyback, but the bigger bounty being that Aegis,
Refresher.
cheese, and was it? Yeah, refresher. Okay, double chrono.
Ooh, it's gonna be really hard to defend, I feel like.
Yeah, I think fights in their base are really, really hard. Because when you're in your base, you're kind of forced to fight like in an, straight at each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that Roche fight was like a better area for them to take a fight in, but well, as soon as the boat whiffs, I think they know they can't do it.
Yeah,
Oh, Abyssal Blade. They're going to pull him back with the
Oh.
X, though. The BKB went off anyway, though, so at least the BKB charge was used. Moon, still around
Yeah.
here, is going to pop his own BKB to safely teleport out.
At this point, I'm not even sure if that troll would actually kill the Queen of Pain.
No,
he
I
has
don't think
so
so.
much armor.
I think he needs a Radiance and a Mjolnir.
Yes. And a Midas.
He just needs
What
another eye.
is this meme you guys have?
Sorry,
All of
sorry.
the farming items. Somebody at home is some like 2K
sorry,
is going to be
sorry.
sitting there like, oh, that's the
My
build I
bad.
should be going on troll.
Imagine
Battle
that.
Fury into Radiance.
Long story short, those are the items Omar bought when he played Troll with me back on Alliance.
Okay.
And we lost
Really?
early.
It's
You went Battle
It's
Battle
Fury?
Fury, Radiance, and
it's
Radiance.
exaggerated. It was an experiment.
Was it Jug?
That
It's
you
an
could
experiment
say
that
failed.
may not have worked out. The hook shot goes in, able to bounce back the Quap. A second hook shot, a
Nice
second
play.
round of Cogs. Chain setting up that Quap. Abed does manage to get off his BKB, though blinks away. Meanwhile, the Death Prophet was on those front lines with the Exorcism, trying to push some of these EG heroes back, but now he's under threat as Arteezy slowly but surely makes his way to the Death Prophet, cowering in the corner, saying, please no, please no. Disruption buys a moment, but a moment is all it is. In the end, she goes down, able to buy back, though. Nice push forward. Abed managed to get a Sonic Wave, pushing back 23 Savage into his doom. He's going to have to buy back as well. Arteezy jumping forward, managed to get the Chronosphere onto the Kunkka as well as that Clockwork. Now the Sapphire raining death in onto Clockwork, able to get that kill. Moon down to half health, trying to make his way back to the fountain, but Arteezy and Crit say no. They're going to lock him, keep him locked out of the fountain, make sure that he is going to die, force into another dieback here, a buyback rather, as he comes back into play. But 23 Savage, that's a dieback for him, and Arteezy keeps on rushing forward. And FNATIC, they know the remaining members of their team will not be able to survive. That is going to be GG called, and an even series. 1-1 EG managed to keep themselves out of the tiebreakers. You a little sad? You a little sad, Aiden? Not going to be able to see them?
No. I'm happy for their success.
Okay.
And I mean, I think they're a top 2 team here. So the fact that they were even in this position was probably a little bit shocking. But yeah, you never know. That's the beauty of Dota, right? Even the best teams sometimes drop games to Liquid, and it really shakes up the bracket.
Madara,
Yeah,
Zibe.
nice game.
That was a fun, close game.
Yeah,
A lot of nice team fights. Again, I just feel it's the theme for EG, honestly. Like
Yeah.
all of their games has nice team fights, even when they're behind, even when they're ahead. Everything, I don't know. All the time something happens, and they get these nice team fights going on.
a little bit more back and forth than you might have expected. Like a few missed spells that kind of turned the tide a bit, but EG had it this game all along.
All right, well, we'll talk about more of what this means in the tiebreakers that are coming ahead. But first, we're going to have a break and then be back. And here we are with Captain Fly after that Game 2 victory against FNATIC. Fly, how are you feeling after that series?
It was a fun series.
Yeah,
There's a
it
lot of
was.
like action. I think both teams were like, pretty hungry to kill each other. So it was fun, jabs, tipping Abed, all that good stuff.
Is there, do you actually feel that relationship inside the game with Abed? And
I think Abed and Jabs are just friends. That's why. You know, it's like friendly banter.
Yeah, you
so
just get a little bit
it's
back
cool.
and
You know,
forth.
he tipped me once too. I don't think that's friendly banter.
You'll forget about it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Smash him later.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all
I got quite this Snapfire hero. So far, I think only you and FNATIC have picked it. Are you kind of surprised by that? I thought it was like you see it in every pub, right?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised we don't see it as much here.
I'm not sure. It's like kind of player preference, I guess.
Okay,
I mean,
makes sense.
I personally enjoy it. You know, it's like it's a new hero to Dota. You have cookies. She has funny voice lines.
You have 3 skills you can use as support.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Little Shredder, I don't know if I ever actually use it.
Maybe on it.
It's good for dewarding, I'll say that much.
True.
You know, maybe I'll get my Mjolnir unranked
one
day. But
it can be a little rare sometimes as a 5 position to do the most damage in a team fight. But with Snapfire, really easy, especially with the Faceless Void
yes,
Chrono.
I want to make it as easy as possible for myself. You know, like when you ulti and then people try to like run around and dance and like I can't hit anything. Nah, forget that.
Chrono, get all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at that, Abed, 18-1 and 18. Man, had a pretty good game there.
Yeah, I mean, Queen of Pain. Who knew this was a hero, huh?
Yeah, who would have guessed? And Earth Spirit as well, right? 2 heroes, you know, people really aren't picking up. Crit spammed, 40 games in a row in pubs I saw, but
yeah,
first time we really get to see it.
He said garbage hero, apparently.
I don't know how good the hero is, but we just, like, you know, we decided it's a good time to bust it out.
Can I ask who called for it? Like, was it actually Crit saying, like, give me the Earth Spirit here, or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We just kind of planned our second phase a little bit, like, you know, they have Death Prophet, we can maybe Roman him or something like that, and then they put it support, so it kind of changed, but whatever, you know, it worked out.
Can we talk about that? What was your guys' reaction to, oh, DJ picked that hero, it's not an off-lane Kunkka or something?
Yeah. Honestly, like when we picked the Queen of Pain, we thought they're gonna do offlane Death Prophet. Like Ice is gonna play it. You know, it's Ice. You might just play it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And then they took it like a step further and putting it on DJ, which was pretty random. But you know, he killed me one fight.
True.
And yeah, that was it, I think.
That was it. So you guys aren't talking over and saying, Crit, buddy, you got to brush up on your Death Prophet a little bit more. We might have to steal this idea.
Yeah, no, I think there's like one European player that plays it like as position 5 in pubs. I've once played against him and he killed me, I think. I'm not sure how keen I am on that one, but
okay.
Keep it in the bag. Are you glad you don't have to play tiebreakers?
I don't know, actually. It would have been fun. The games are
fun. The BO1s? They are. And it's so, okay, I mean, I might as well just ask you, who do you think's going to win it? Thunder, Predator, Liquid, a BO1?
Oh, wait, still going, like, it's actually happening.
That's going to happen right after this interview.
You guys would have been in that tiebreaker.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah, but now it's just Thunder, Predator, Liquid, one game. Who you got?
I mean, we lost to Liquid 2-0, so I got to give it to Liquid, you know, just how it is. No, I think Liquid will take it, but you know, Thunder Predator, they have some pretty cool players. Frank, the guy's
Frank
a beast.
the tank, yo.
Yeah, his Bat Rider is scary, you know.
He's nuts.
Yeah,
it's good.
You and FNATIC are the 2 teams from this LAN who are going to be attending the major, who are considered amongst the top teams at the major. Is there a sense of testing each other out when you play these games with each other, or is it still quite fun and chill?
I think. I mean, nobody wants to lose in Dota, right? Like, there's no such thing. Like, you have to get that out of here. There's no such thing as nobody's playing to win. There is, however, how much practice you put in. Yeah. For us, we just came here. Everyone came from home. We didn't play together for a while. I don't know how it is for FNATIC, but obviously we want to win. They want to win. We're all competitors in the end. So no matter what the game is, even if we're, you know, kind of practicing our heroes, or we don't know exactly what we want to do right now, what's our optimal strategies, we're still going to do everything we can to win.
You're giving it your hardest, even if you're testing stuff. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly.
Would you, so it sounds like the entire game plan for the strategy for the playoffs and the major isn't quite finished up. You feeling confident you guys are getting good read on the current meta and getting that idea?
I think, honestly, our play here has been pretty sloppy. This is not like the EG we want to be or what we expect to be. So we do have a lot to work on, but that's a good thing, right? Like, if we can recognize what we're doing wrong right now,